Good morning, good evening, hello everybody, and welcome to what is the typical once-a-year scramble, where we try to keep up with all the craziness, all the stupidity, all the good news, all the bad stuff, here at our good friends at E3. Once again, we're up with EA. EA this year is in quite the predicament, to say the least. They have had two major disappointments on their hands between both their new flagship title of Anthem alongside their good old trusty franchise of Battlefield. In case you haven't really been following any of my content, and I don't blame you because it's been kind of sporadic, both these games we've talked about numerous times on the podcast. Anthem itself has received quite a few podcast episodes of its own, and to say the least, Anthem hasn't exactly been the best. Now, if I turn this on, am I talking? Quite a few podcasts. Perfect. That's all I need to know. But other than that, the only other thing I did is I'm in a completely new setup. It's been a project that's been going on, which is why I haven't had time to make much of anything else extra. I apologize for being late to the stream. I quite literally was asleep up until the literal last couple of minutes because I didn't sleep last night, which is also my fault. But beyond that, yeah, we are here. I mean, technically, okay, let's be fair. Let's be upfront. Technically, they're not doing a conference. And it's really crazy because this is one of the first years that we have a huge amount of the studios not even bothering to do conferences. So technically, they're not doing a conference. Now, that's the technically. Ultimately, they still kind of are because they're still there and you still have plenty to talk about, but they put a lot of resources into Anthem. To give you the long and skinny of it, they put a fuck ton of resources into Anthem. And I don't know what we're going to see today. Again, like I said, because they're not really doing a conference, and this is the first year where companies are just opting to not do conferences, there's not really too much that can be said for it. So, ultimately, I'm going to have to duplicate this, right? Yeah. I do not have a layout prepared ahead of time, and I know that's pretty bad. So I'm going to steal this layout like the snake I am. Open up Opera. Just going to lag the shit out of my computer. Actually, my computer took it pretty well, all things considered. Can I mute tab? Yeah, okay. And I'm going to sneeze, because that's going to be a thing. It is a lovely day here in June, by the way. I'd like to point that out. Today is June 8th, which is pretty sweet, dude. We have a lot of cool stuff going on. Up until now, we have had THQ Nordic come out and talk about a bunch of video games that they're making, which is pretty awesome because THQ Nordic, as I always like to say, they're kind of like grandfathered in to being pretty sweet game devs in my book because they do what people want. Now, some other news has come forward. We've had some leaks, which I could talk about right now, so I guess I will. The leaks, which will be also on the podcast that I will do later, our good friends at the Namco Bandai are working on a new Tales game, and it's called Tales of Arise. It seems pretty legit. If you look at some of the screenshots, they already have some stuff set up. So Tales of Azure I'm sorry, I keep saying Azure because I think Azure Edge when I think of Tales. Tales of Arise is looking pretty sweet. And I was asleep for like maybe 3 hours, not even. What time is it? It's almost 12. I don't even know when I fell asleep. That's the crazy part. Uh-oh. YouTube, what's going on? Pretty fucking spooked, to be honest. It says the video output's low, but I'm not dropping frames, which is interesting. Well, let's see. Pretty fucking spooked, to be honest. There you go. I don't know. It's being weird. I mean, I could show you what I'm going to use for the fucking Square Enix conference, if you really want. I don't have anything set up at this exact moment. Let's see if I could pull up Tales of Azure. Again, I apologize because I've been really tired the last couple of days because I've been moving stuff and you know, it is work for me, even if it's, you know, not necessarily in general very high on the work schedule. So I've been a little bit out of it. What was I gonna do? Oh fuck. That's not at all what I was going to do. Let's see. Yeah, Afro Gundam, I'm gonna pull you in a minute. In fact, fuck it. Here we go. We'll jump down here. Mr. Afro Gundam, welcome to the EA Hot Zone. We're going to review all the latest EA news. How are you doing today? I know I pulled you in kind of suddenly. He's in shock. He has no clue what's going on. This is the hot seat. Big shit popping over here. And little shit stopping it. I'm good. Listen, we have, I don't know what we have today, and honestly, if it's nothing much, I'm clocking out early. Yeah, well, technically it's EA with the whole, not really a stream.
So we freaked it. We did whatever.
You guys are gonna buy Anthem, right? We're gonna buy Anthem, dude. Access? Yeah. Oh, hold on real quick. I messed up. I didn't get you in the... Oh, good thing I caught this early. I need to transition to make it so they can hear you. Hold on. Alright, keep going. There we go. Gotcha. Caught it early. Gotta make sure you catch that shit early. Alright. We're not ending though. Let me change that. Alright, go ahead. You bought the EA
So yeah,
Plus.
I bought the EA Origin. Not like the premium membership, but like the basic one where it lets you play Anthem for like 10 hours. I played it for 10 minutes and put it down. I could not touch that game, yo. That game was quarantined for life. I refuse to touch it. Destiny is making me think about coming back to Destiny.
Yeah, honestly, that's the real steal.
The rumors, yeah. The rumors, if they're true, they're going free to play. They're going to Steam. I'm loving that. You got cross-platform saves. I'm loving that. They just fucked off with Activision. I'm loving that. So, I mean, like, it depends on where we're at, but if Bungie can pull it off, I think we're there.
I think for the first time on the history of the podcast, or anything I've done, let me actually pull up the Google document live, so you get a kind of a behind-the-scenes look for everyone here. We transitioned to Google Documents a long time ago, so... Well, it kind of spoils some of my titles and spoils that I haven't thought of some of them, but whatever. Welcome. This stream is EA at E3 2019, an anthem of failure and greed, Ballpits and FannyPacks. We're going to be talking about Countdown to EA Play, which is going to start, which basically they start at 12:15. I'm glad I woke up. In fact, we don't have even that much time to wait. Beyond that, it's about 30-minute increments for these various games. Right up front, we get to see Star Wars, which is going to be great because we can get that out the way. Respawn's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We have Respawn's also Apex Legends. And DICE's Battlefield 5, followed by FIFA 12, Madden NFL 12, and lastly, The Sims. I mean, yeah, no, Respawn, I think, has the center stage here, especially given that...
Respawn is the only thing that EA has that actually outputs good things anymore.
Yeah, and I do think that if Jedi Fallen Order is good, it's because Respawn is at the helm. And not
especially
DICE.
after the Titanfall 2, not DLC, but single-player campaign. It was short, it was sweet, it was to the point. Game design was amazing. It just did what it had to, and nobody complained. It was great.
That's how they still have it. They proved that you could still have a competitive shooter with a good campaign in certain 2016, I think it was.
Yep.
And other than that, the only thing I want to bring up on the podcast, because From Software is working with R.R. Martin, but that's not really what I care about. If you know me and my channel...
I kind of do care about that. I'm not going to lie.
Give us your hot take.
Alright, so I've never really played Dark Souls, right? If George R.R. Martin is being the writer or consulting or having, working with Dark Souls, I'm playing Dark Souls. I'm sorry. Like, I hate the game. Either. I hate the gameplay. There's literally no story to it, I feel like. Like, oh, you're the chosen one. You gotta kill these demon guys. Sorry, kid. It's all hard, and you're also dead while doing it. Like, George R.R. Martin, all of his stories are about, like, political intrigue and whatnot, and, like, to see how that works out in a Dark Souls universe where nobody really gives a shit about story, that'll definitely be interesting.
I will say this, Dark Souls games have story, but it's like Metroid a bit, where you have to like examine the world and read items to get it. But you're right. Like they don't feed you a constant stream.
Right, but nobody.
Yeah.
Whenever you hear anybody talk about Dark Souls,
it's usually not the story. Yeah.
No, they never talk about the story.
Yeah, it's truly a tragedy because I know that there's some YouTubers who make good story recaps and stuff. But I mean, part of it is experiencing it. I think it's interesting, you know, because R.R. Martin, a lot of people want to throw Game of Thrones under the bus, rightfully so, at the present moment, because the ending was not that great. I personally attribute that more to D&D, being hacks.
No, that's all D&D.
And being talentless fucks. But I feel like that's one other thing, because that was an extra level of just disappointment. R.R. Martin, at the minimum, can create a world of interesting things. I mean, obviously, maybe he had a little bit too much sexual content in Game of Thrones, you could probably argue. But he can create a world where there's interesting political states, interesting ideologies, different shifts, subverting expectations, as I hate to say. And
he's not afraid of using any kind of taboo or anything like that. Like, there's multiple instances of incest where it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of one of the elements of Game of Thrones that was always really decent, is that it felt like a gritty, dark fantasy world, which, well, I mean, now we have, it's over, we're finally fucking free, Jesus Christ.
Thanks, TVI.
Thanks, D&D. Yeah. Chernobyl, for 5 episodes, somehow managed to wow me for more than the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones. 5 episodes.
I still haven't seen Chernobyl, but
worth every minute.
Great things of it, and it's on my list.
Yeah, 100%. The one thing I will talk about is Tales of Arise, which is apparently the leaked new Tales game. We have a couple screenshots, which is pretty sweet. I'm excited because I'm a Tales fan. At first, I didn't even want to believe that this was a Tales game.
Give us your hot new take on the Tales of Arise.
I'll give you my hot take on the Tales franchise as far as I know. Like, I jumped on at Symphonia. This you would not even believe, and I will close the window, by the way, for anyone wondering. I just, while we wait here, let me, I'll just do that. But Tales has come a long fucking way. We had the waning years of the GameCube and PS2, where we had Tales of the Abyss and Tales of Symphonia. That led into the era of Vesperia, which in and of itself is probably still the best era, where we had some of pretty much the best game, which is why when they announced the remaster pretty much 1 year ago, and they released it earlier this year, it's a big deal, because it felt like we were promised this great PS3 enhanced remaster and redone game that just never came. It became a Final Fantasy situation where they had like their international Super Japanese edition with all the cool new mechanics, or the final mix, if you will, and we just didn't get any of it. And they finally brought it. It looks great. It looks better than it's ever looked before. And I think that Tales is in a good position right now. They're doing the right stuff. They're taking the right risks. They're progressing onward. We've known that a new Tales game has been coming for quite some time. Now, my understanding is that there's also a Tales game in development for the Switch. Whether or not this is Arise, I don't know. Arise definitely looks like the next Mothership title. Like, we're looking... I mean, obviously, what I have on the screen are literally 3 pictures. Here's a 4th one, and here's Arise, Tales of Arise. But if I could recklessly speculate, we're gonna probably see the evolution of the big... I don't know they have really fancy names for their battle systems in Tales. It's like linear... it's like linear movement. I couldn't even actually. You know what?
Right, paradigm shift and like yeah.
Let me see if I can look it up. Vesperia really quickly. I'll give you an example from Vesperia because they love their fucking complex names. The series trademark action-oriented linear motion battle system, and the variation used in Vesperia is called the Evolve Flex Range linear motion battle system. It's really complex. Basically you touch a monster on the screen, you jump into a combat area that's different from the overworld, and that's how Tales games work. They're kind of like Final Fantasy, but you move around in overworld, and it feels more like, as the series has gone on, they've made sure to take extra effort to make it feel like you're actually fighting in the overworld. In Zestiria and Berseria, You actually do fight on the overworld. That was actually one of the weakest things I thought about Zestiria. Specifically because Zestiria, it's something. That let me just say that, right? Like, it ends up being that the world is incredibly cramped. So a lot of times in combat, the camera just gets fucking shifted into the wall. You can't see anything. It was a good idea, though. Like, it worked. Just, you have a lot of awkward moments sometimes, and the combat wasn't that good, in my opinion. I think Vesperia and Xillia had really good ideas. So, in the first picture, obviously, they do this with every JRPG or every game they want to try to shill to you. Big open range, big open world. You know, obviously to wow you, Breath of the Wild had a similar picture when it was first announced, where he did the snap and he's like, let me show you. Boom, Link upon Epona in a big field. Second image is pretty much the crux of my speculation. We see him fighting that typical boar enemy, which is immediately how I knew it was a Tales game, was that enemy right there is a typical boar. They have that in like every Tales game. Doesn't seem like he's in a different area. Maybe there's like a limit on the battle zone. It's starting to feel like more and more games are becoming Xenoblade, and that's good. Agreed. Because Xenoblade, that's probably the one thing that they do really, really well, is they will have a fucking gigantic world. Now, I think that some of the Xeno battle systems are a little harder to get into, but I like that we're shifting away from random encounters. This works because we know games like Dark Souls and Zelda have sort of allowed you to have action games now. I don't know if there's going to be a party. I assume that there is because, you know, in the third picture we see pink-haired generic anime girl over there on the bottom left. That has to stand for something. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like the Lightning Returns of Tales games. But by all means, if it's the Lightning Returns of Tales games, let me add it because I love Lightning Returns. I think that it's a different enough game to kind of justify the awkward quirks of the original. And I personally like it. I have nothing bad to say. I mean, obviously it's a reveal, but how could I not be fucking hyped? Like, that to me is the crazy part. It makes me it makes me reassured, because I basically followed Tales as it's gone through all the different consoles. When I first got it for the GameCube, when I got it for the 360, that was the reason I got a 360. When they announced they weren't making any more for the 360, I decided to not get one of. I wanted to get a PS3 so I could follow them. I pretty much followed Tales all over the place, and as a result, I have a distinct love for it. There you go. I have a distinct love for it. I've seen it grow. I've seen them try different things on different consoles with different power, and it's been getting better. You know, even if Zestiria wasn't the best, you could tell that it was like a good template for what's to come.
Okay.
Really quickly, shout out to THQ Nordic, the most wholesome video gaming studio in all of gaming, probably.
Of all time.
Literally Battle for Bikini Bottom. You guys had me sold, and not to be one-upped by literally themselves. They announced their remaster or remake of Destroy All Humans. Let me see if I can find EA's conference.
I cannot wait.
And then lastly, Darksiders getting a new game, Diablo style. Like, they basically one-up themselves. Here we go, found it. We'll pull that up.
I saw Battle for the Bikini Bottom. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool,
that's
dude.
Cool. Yeah. Fucking Destroy All Humans out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I thought they were done. I thought,
nowhere.
Wow.
Like, what is happening?
Like, the one thing I will say about EA is that they... I mean, not EA, THQ Nordic, is that they 100%... I need to change off of the Final Fantasy shit. Can I just do this?
Oh, light party.
Yeah, this is during the live letter. let me get rid of some of these. I'm saving this for the every live letter ever from here on out. Like, seriously, this is it from now on. Where is this shit? Actually, hold on. I know this is incredibly fucked up and scuffed, but whatever. I just woke up. People gotta understand, it's very hard to go to sleep at night and, you know, wake up like a normal adult. But anyway.
So you got 5 minutes.
we talked a lot about what the hell is this window? What the fuck? Oh, I have the same thing open twice for some reason. Okay, kind of worked out. We talk a lot about games we like, what we're looking forward to, people doing cool stuff. EA is gonna suck dick, and if my last like 5 podcasts haven't been any indication of that, I think that maybe if you're a listener, you haven't been paying attention, because EA has been doing some really, really stupid shit, and that's why this podcast or this stream is named what it is. That's why I make fun of them at literally every opportunity possible. They are very special people at EA, and did you read or listen to the podcast I made, or did you read the article? Are you aware of the Kotaku article that completely ruined their lives?
The Anthem execution?
Yes.
From Kotaku?
Yes. So you're aware that they set out to make an unmemeable game, right?
Yep.
That was in there,
like,
unironically.
Look at all these BioWare developers.
Look at all these fucking Andromeda devs. We were going to make a game that can't be memeable. Basically, they saw the Crobecat video, and they were literally scared of Crobecat. They were fucking terrified.
Honestly.
What is
they
it,
saw
40
the Crobecat
million?
video, just like, holy shit, these guys are crazy.
40 million plus 4 years equals Mass Effect Andromeda, and they're like, we want to make a game, not because we want people to enjoy it, or to have fun, or to like it. We're going to make a game so Crobecat basically can't make a video about it. And I mean, I guess they succeeded, because he still hasn't made a video about it. I don't know if I don't think he ever will. I think it's the definition of low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And I don't, like, if he were to make it, it would just be like, well, shit, what are we going to do? And they wouldn't have anything to do because they fucked up. But
Yep.
I think EA is in shambles. Internally, they're blaming the player base for not buying a game that was literally, they admitted, was unfinished when they sold it. Not even just like, we locked characters or a few things weren't ready at launch. Like, the game is formulaically fucking awful. I just want to point that out. I might not even play Who's
You're
Man's
launching
today.
Final Fantasy? You have 3 minutes.
Yeah, we have the stream up. We're good. We got good stuff. I gotta put something on here. I don't listen. EA is gonna be vindictive, okay? I'm not getting fucking struck for not putting anything up, alright? So see, we got my little fucking dude there. It's pretty lit. But yeah, no, they have nothing, and that's the same thing about Sony. They don't have anything. What would a Sony conference be this year? Like, you could argue it would be multiplats or whatever, but like, realistically speaking, what are they gonna do that they haven't announced last year that's like an exclusive? Ghost of Tsushima still isn't out. Last of Us, right. I mean, they could show us another trailer where Ellie and that other girl are like sniffing the shit out of each other, but
right.
that's disgusting.
Like, again,
content.
it's another Last of Us 2 trailer. Fuck that. I don't
It's like
that.
Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like every time it goes to a conference, it's like, oh, well, guess what it is, guys? It's fucking... look, it's like, you know how much of that story was spoiled ahead of time? Like, not like super spoiled, but like, you gotta understand, I knew so much about that game before I even played it. I'm like, I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game before the whole story is known, because every time they're showing off more and more shit, and I'm like, dude, you got what's that kid from Twilight Town drop kicking Ansem? You got a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. You got Ansem and Xemnas teaming up to say the cringiest dialogue, but it's totally great. And for what it's worth, I like Kingdom Hearts. I think it was just a Kingdom Hearts game in 2019. And it's been a long time since we had a main one come out and be new. Shit looks different. Shit is different. Now, I do accuse Disney of... they're about to start, so I'll accuse Disney really short. We'll have a short trial and execution. Let me make sure that this is not muted. It is. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fannies and Ballpits Part 2. It's going to be lit. That's what I'm talking about. We get to make fun of that. You don't remember that from last year, do you? FannyPacks and Ballpits? That was the EA Play. Alright, let me turn off my music since they're going live. How many Genderfield 5 jokes you think we're going to get?
We all gotta move. Everybody gotta move. The fans are lined up. The doors are almost open. This is EA Play.
I want to say
What's
7.
up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and we are doing things.
Hey, look, they're setting up their stream too.
Instead of one giant show,
I'm more professional, dude. I woke up on time.
All the games you love every half hour. Now you can watch them all. You can tune in for your favorite games. You can turn it off right now, but I wouldn't suggest it. Because, of course, today we're looking at Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, Apex Legends, Battlefield 5, FIFA 20, Madden 20, and The Sims. That's 6 shows, people. We still got to get this stage ready and run through all the content we're revealing. So get excited.
Yeah, get excited. No Anthem at all.
I'll be bringing you Apex
Dead air.
including a new weapon, a new battle.
You're gonna pretend like it never
revealing
existed.
A new legend live on stage.
Great. Adam Rank, quickly, what does Madden 20 have for us?
Gameplay, Greg.
Okay, I meant quick, but not that quick.
Yeah, but unlike Anthem.
Exclusive first look at gameplay. We got a deep dive into X Factor abilities, face of the franchise. We got Patrick Mahomes throwing sidearm. We got some Dead Eye things.
Shit,
We got
where's
Ray
this?
Cool. Now Freeman, Hardy, Battlefield 5, news?
We've got loads
Nothing.
of it. Brand new maps and of course some new updates to reveal too.
And even more surprises at the end when we reveal...
No spoilers. And Freeman, you might want to touch yourself up too. Golden Boy, we're back to you. FIFA 20, talk to me.
FIFA dropped their reveal trailer this morning announcing Volta Football. Later today, I'll have all the new details on FIFA 20 and some very special guests will give you even more info on Volta.
That's good. Also, you should call your mom more often. I mean, it has nothing to do with FIFA 20. It's just good advice for you.
What?
I love
I'm
mom
so
jokes.
lost.
That's that Disney humor right there. That's the Disney
Brand
humor.
new pack reveal.
Call your mom.
That's 4 words. Now win me back by telling me what you have in store for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Why are you asking me? It's your show.
Right, we have 15 minutes of exclusive, never before seen
Ooh.
gameplay, and I am so excited to sit down with Vince.
I need to
Stig,
find the
find out all
Genderfield
about
5
this Star
picture.
Wars
Hold
game.
on.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We are mere minutes.
Like how it's an
away,
actual
folks.
Google
This is your
return,
last
by
chance.
the way.
Grab that drink, grab a snack, adjust your
Yeah,
chair
they
the
fucked
perfect
up
degree
that.
you
What
want
the fuck?
because
What
EA
the
Play
fuck was I
starts soon.
thinking? Holy shit.
All right, guys, this is it. They can be organized better. You're doing a great job grooming. All right, you take 5. Playing guy.
You take 5, and as soon as the stream cuts down, just kidding, dude. Get the fuck in there. Alright, we got 12 minutes before Fallen Order. Honestly, this show is going to be top-heavy as fuck, and I will clock the fuck out around 2 if nothing else is coming up.
I'm
I will
mad
clock
that
out.
they've extended this for so fucking long. Why is it 3 hours?
Yeah, we could have a normal conference of these 6 games, each be
Right.
about 15 minutes,
Right.
have about an hour and a
Right.
half long conference.
Like last year.
Yeah, we don't want to have a real conference. So instead, we're going to do like a 3-hour long shindig. So we're going to triple the length of what we are doing because fuck it, why not? That is
And
literally their
we
game
have
plan.
enough content to triple the length of what we're doing.
Like, well, then,
it's literally
dude!
only 6 things.
Then
It's literally only
trim
6
it.
things.
Just trim it then. Just have a more focused, like, direct
At least
style.
they have the priority correct. You know, like they got the
Yeah.
good shit at the front and like the shit I really don't give a crap
at the
about.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Like
a
they
sports
just gave
fan,
the Sim
you can-
4s away the other day. Like I'm so good.
And I'm okay with that, to be honest. Like, whatever. I mean, I really am upset I don't have my, what's it called? Genderfield 5, that picture's everything to me, dude. That is, like, the culmination of EA being a bunch of cocksuckers. Like, on top of everything else. Yeah, shit on your fans on top of everything else. Cultivate them for years, make them want to believe about super realism in your games, and then just totally heel turn and say, fuck them. And just throw it the fuck away. And like, I guess maybe I should be a little bit fair. Although I feel like being fair to EA at this point is like looking a lion in the eyes and, you know, being covered in steak sauce. But I'll be fair, right? Because I don't want to totally slam the shit out of them constantly with no recourse. I like EA for some games. I liked EA for some games. And then what ended up happening is that they started to care more about nickel and diming you, taking your money. And I mean, obviously, a paid for product like a video game, you got to pay for it. And I have no problem with that. I have literally no problem with that. But they stopped caring about what made their games fun and interesting and good. And I think their inability to produce a Bad Company 3 after almost a decade... Actually, it's been over a decade, actually. After over a decade is proof of that. because Bad Company 3 was like a shit-posting game. It wasn't willing to take itself super seriously, even if the multiplayer was more serious. It knew how to have fun. It knew how to have a good laugh at its own expense. And their inability to make it and even understand it, as they've admitted, what made it so good is precisely the reason why I don't like EA anymore. They have ruined that forever. And that's truly the biggest tragedy. Because they had something. They had a lot of stuff. EA had Dead Space. They had Mirror's Edge. The only games I like from EA that have come out recently have been either Respawn or Visceral. And I will defend Battlefield Hardline. Even if it's not a Battlefield game, I'll defend it as a game that worked. And when it came out, it worked reasonably well. You could tell the team behind it cared. It catered to the whole cop robber dynamic, which is what it set out to do. And that's why the campaign, while being super cheesy and like a television show, that's kind of what the point was. They wanted to make a super cheesy, actiony Battlefield-style TV show. Yeah. Like a 10-episode Netflix shit. But I like that. And to their credit, Visceral, who previously only ever made, super gory Dead Space games, even the third one.
Visceral games, yeah.
Like, they managed to pull off a better Battlefield, in my opinion, than, especially now after Battlefield 1 and 5. I heard 1 was okay. But 5...
No, 1 was good.
5, man.
I really liked 1. I haven't touched 5, but I really liked 1.
So I'll give him the credit for Battlefield 1 because I didn't hear much about it that was like drama related. So, but V has had nothing but fucking controversy. And do I feel sorry for them? No, because this is what they did to themselves.
Exactly.
And they did it while asking for extra money. And I mean, obviously they're a company, but they didn't just do it to themselves for free. Right, it's not like I just look on them and it's like, oh, well, it's sad that they did it, but, it was completely on them, only affected them. No, they did it. They liquidated Visceral. They still haven't liquidated Anthem, or, I don't even remember them as BioWare, because they're dead. But the real BioWare is dead. They're just Anthem now, because that's all that's left. And they don't care. Have they liquidated Anthem? Of course not. And that's the real fucked up part, is that they liquidated Visceral for far less than they did to fucking new BioWare. Because BioWare should have been gone.
Yeah, at this point, I would agree there. Because, there's no reason why BioWare's still around and Visceral's dead.
And there's no reason for that. Because I honestly feel... after the shit we know about BioWare... There was a lot of shit in that Kotaku article. I almost would review it once we're done with Battlefield 5, to be honest. But it's like...
I thought you did.
We did. I know. I want to review it again. It's that good.
Oh.
Like, EA presentations are all bullshit, which we all knew, but now they admit it. We have inside the industry people admitting that they're just bullshit and fluff. We have, we were hoping Dragon Age 4 would fail, or Inquisition would fail, so that way they could just terminate our company and the world would look at it and be like, what the fuck's going on here? And then Dragon Age 4 did well, so nobody asked that. They're like, cool. Amazing. And it even got Game of the Year at the VGAs for 2014. So, so much shit came out. So much shit came out that it's impossible to just fucking ignore. And that's why I love it and I hate it. Because they did it to themselves, but hold on, why can't I find... Oh, here we go. Let me save this. My bad. And I feel bad for them. On some level, I do feel bad for the grunts who, unfortunately,
of course.
They didn't deserve this because they were told by the higher ups, and that's why they got really fucking petty and had a real bitch response when people blamed, it's the higher ups that did this, because the Kotaku article pretty much throws the blame on the higher ups, and I think that's correct. I think the higher ups are the ones responsible for this stupidity. I think that 100%. Sorry to blow the schedule up that much. They're the ones who put the team in that fucking position because they believe in BioWare magic. Where it's such a fucking Looney Tunes tale. We believe in BioWare magic. We believe that if we just crunch time a game at the end, it'll all work out. It'll all be fine, and it'll all be fucking copacetic, and it'll be like, okay, well that happened, and we made it. And it worked for them for years, and I'm sorry it worked for them for years, because they should have failed a long time ago.
They should have not worked the first year.
It worked for Mass Effect. It worked for Mass Effect 2. Apparently, it's worked for pretty much every video game they've released in recent memory.
They've released, yeah.
Like Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3. It puts a lot of things in a different light, because then you have to realize, well, wait a minute. They promised us vehicle missions for Mass Effect 3, which is why they sold them as DLC for Mass Effect 2. That never happened. Mass Effect 3 was pretty much a pure infantry game. And now you kind of makes you think, well, maybe that was such an afterthought that even in development they cut it early and they just never did anything with it. And that's significant. That would be like if we took Fire Red and Leaf Green and Emerald, and they have that whole altar and cave thing, which totally never became an actual thing in the game. That's that on a major level, because the original Mass Effect was heavily based around vehicle exploration. And I mean, the combat was wonky, but they tried. I mean, whatever. Mass Effect 2 is considered to be one of the best games ever. I disagreed even at the time that they said that. And I mean, now I can't take away that it's good, but I could certainly take away that they intended it knowingly to be that good. Because they didn't know what they wanted Anthem to be. They kind of lucked into Mass Effect 3 being a decent first-person shooter, and pretty much based all their games off of that. I mean, obviously Dragon Age is more of a hack and slash or whatever. I'd say Dragon Age 1, maybe 2, was the last game they had a really good idea what they wanted to do. And after that, they were just pumping out games that were related to their older versions. So, like, Inquisition is a souped-up 2, Mass Effect 3 is a souped-up 2, Andromeda is a souped-up 2. And I guess the last thing I'll rant about is that they were thrubbing their nose at the lesser BioWare employees at Edmonton working on Andromeda. They made a better game, or they made a worse game than Andromeda. Imagine that. They took Andromeda and made that look like what the gold standard for gaming should be. A complete game from start to finish that has everything, interesting story, or... God, I hate praising this fucking game. But that's what Anthem did. Anthem is so bad, Andromeda looks like a $60 worthy release. Maybe not 60, maybe 40, but it looks like something I'd want to buy day one compared to Anthem. If you knew how bad Anthem was, that game would probably have sold half of what it did. Like, it had a dedicated fan base. I mean, every game does. That bought a lot of fucking microtransactions and shit, which is fine. I mean, it happens to every game. I can't be like, it shouldn't happen to Anthem. But by fucking God, did they fuck that up. Let me start recording, actually. Oh, shit, where do I record on this profile? I have no clue. Let me see. Output. Oh, just straight to the folder. Well, that's bad, but whatever. Just in case the audio levels are out of whack. Actually, hold on. What are the audio levels for this profile?
I gotta do a dungeon. You mind doing it with me?
Yeah, sure, I will. Give me a second. What are the audio levels? Oh, perfect. Everything. Good. I thought way ahead of time. What dungeon are we doing? Where are we dropping?
We are dropping in... What was it? Anti-Tower.
Yeah, hold on 2 seconds. Let me open up the Google document. I guess I might as well turn back on their volume. I mean, they're just playing chilling ASMR music.
Alright.
Are you tanking, by the way?
Yeah, I'll tank.
Okay, so I need to play something pretty brain dead, so let me play Red Mage. Alright, whenever you're ready.
Alright, give me
I should heal.
2 more seconds.
Here we go.
EA Play coming to you live from Hollywood, California. Now we're doing things a little bit differently this year.
We know.
One show, you're getting every half hour a deep dive into one of the games you love. You can watch them all. You can turn off the stream right now. You can tune in for just your favorites. But anyways,
He really keeps mentioning turning off the stream. Like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah. I can't wait to actually turn off the stream.
I can't wait to clock the fuck out. Yeah, you're right.
Plus some surprises. FIFA 20 has a brand new way to play, plus a bunch of game updates you've been shouting for. Madden 20's got gameplay.
I'm surprised The Sims still exists, by the way.
Including those awesome new X Factor abilities, and The Sims is unveiling a never-before-seen pack along with a few new surprises.
Oh wait, they're not talking about NBA Live. I think it is. What happened?
On Star Wars.
No, NBA Live is dead.
What happened? They dude. they had the Streets versus Professional. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty hype when I heard about it. What happened? EA, you know you got more than 6 games.
Even people that like didn't like the 2K, because like the last 2K19 was not great.
Yeah, it's
in a
not
lot
that
of
great. I heard.
Faces.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Put the controller down.
Let's keep working on the fucking original trilogy because lol, that's the only thing people actually universally love. That's how much they support the sequel trilogy.
Oh shit! I didn't know I queued this up.
And today we're talking Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, let me get the document ready.
You know what? We're talking about Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about Holdo. Crickets.
I can't believe it. Can you believe it, LA? And we're finally here to help us get things started. We've got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stig Asmussen. Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Stig.
Vince and Zampella, very nice. I'm not Zampella. It's Vince Zampella, I think, right?
Yeah, Vince Zampella.
Why did I say his name like he's 2 people? They announced 2 people were coming up. Okay, I got excited. God damn it. So I was not very happy when this Holdo chick saved the fleet. Saved in quotations.
Great welcome. How are you feeling right now? No pressure.
Whole city burned down. We saved the city, SpongeBob.
Well, let's Stig answer this one.
My leg in the distance.
Off script.
So off.
Oh yeah, we're totally off script. They gave me cards. That was the dumb idea. Nobody cares.
So awesome to be here.
That was the weakest clap ever.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, this is
That's how you know it's the people that are paid to clap that clap.
For years to see it come to life and be able to show you guys 15 minutes of gameplay today.
Wow. A 2011 YouTube video is worth.
All right. So everybody's anxious to see what this 15 minutes is going to be.
Yeah.
For somebody watching right now.
All stage gameplay, by the way. We know this from the Anthem shit.
This is a single player action adventure game.
Like,
set host. Oh, yeah.
I get it's still EA, but I feel I trust Respawn enough to not do that, especially after the article.
After the events in episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's like
takes
place
maybe you can re-queue us. We got.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly pad.
I'm looking.
But he's not a
Sorry,
Jedi
I'm looking.
Okay.
Like Vince said, this is unedited. We had one of our star players, Blair, over there.
That's it right there.
This is an expert playthrough.
Okay.
So we're gonna see some really cool stuff.
He practiced a few times.
Yo, imagine if they changed the gameplay standard to unedited because of the Anthem shit.
That's what I was saying. Like, I really feel like especially if anybody's gonna do that, it's gonna be Respawn. Right?
Yeah, they're not gonna take that bullshit.
Yeah.
Whatever, he dies, fuck it. He doesn't complete it, we all laugh at it.
He dies.
He becomes the new Dean Takahashi, dude.
If I didn't look at the Twitch chat, and yeah, they are all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough.
Mr. Visual Deterrence, welcome to the EA broadcast room. Mr. Atlas, welcome.
Hi.
Now, we're watching the shit anyway, so
yeah,
it's that time.
I'll complain about it after this trailer.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of downtime at the end, by the way. I don't think anyone here cares.
What's the name? It's
just EA. Let's talk about that Holdo chick.
We got the wrong stick.
Goddamn rebels.
Okay, that's how the menu is? Okay.
This is a great playthrough. This you can literally hear him commenting. So welcome to my playthrough of Fallen Order, everybody. I'm Spray and Pray 1000. I've been waiting for this game a long time. What the fuck? Oh my god! TIE Fighter flew by. This is fucking crazy, dude. Alright, apparently it's alpha gameplay footage. Alright, so we snuck in here, so the Empire has no clue. Well, let's do it.
That's what I like.
Alright, so I haven't played a game like this since Force Unleashed. Yeah, just right into it. You can jump, look at that. Is this just gonna be 2019 Force Unleashed?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Wall running, alright, very nice.
Yeah, classic.
Oh, climbing.
I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty clean.
Yo, that guy is fucking bad at his job.
Hey, it's all Guerrero.
No, he's on their side. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. It's Forrest Whitaker.
They didn't get the original Forrest Whitaker though.
Yeah, no, they didn't get him. Oh, execute. Oh, okay, no.
We have to stop them. That's the plan. We don't know they're in game. They spread themselves too thin. This map we are covered.
Sal Guerrero.
I like that he's kind of like posthumously like a great character now.
These refineries double as brutal prison.
He wasn't really relevant in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, well, he exists. It's the only good thing about this universal canon, I guess.
To stop the Empire. Understood. Watch yourself in there.
Love the Fortnite aesthetic.
What?
I like that droid.
Yeah, I will give Battlefront 2 one thing. Battlefront 2 did have a decent looking campaign. Too bad it was kind
The
of shit.
sound design. Oh my god, the sound design on Battlefront games is so good.
This Metroid style map, very nice.
I think the AI in Battlefront 2.
Oh, enough.
All right.
I mean, it is a light lightsaber, so you know, fuck it.
He's not wrong there, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna run this as healer because I want to get my credit for my fucking globe. Kashyyyk Imperial Refinery.
That lightsaber looking clean.
So if it's unedited gameplay, they're gonna cut out at the most awkward time, right? Like they're not just randomly gonna fucking cut out at an obvious moment.
If it really was unedited, yeah.
Yeah, like
but I honestly feel like this isn't unedited.
Yeah, I mean maybe it is slightly. But you know the bare minimum, so that way it's not like what my old YouTube videos used to be, cut out in the middle of a boss fight. Like.
Literally the surprise.
It at least looks like a game. Like I feel like this isn't like pre-rendered. You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely a game.
Like they wouldn't have that Ubisoft downgrade effect.
I think they're flexing though. I think they're intentionally trying to flex on fucking DICE. There you go. This is accurate.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay.
It's Star Wars Souls, dude.
What?
He should have cut his body in half.
What?
I think they're trying to not do super gruesome.
Come on.
Disney is not about that. You know that.
So what? I am. Respawn is.
I killed that droid.
There you go. That works. Oh, here you go.
These guys, they're so slow. It's like they don't want to run.
Hey, traitor!
Yeah, this has got to be on easy or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, they said it was unedited, so, dude, look at the burn marks on his body.
There we go. Oh,
yeah,
no.
basically, though. You're right. You get a skill.
I hope we'll get to fight Imperial Throne Guards.
Yo, who the fuck?
As you were saying, you basically, here's one, dude. It's time for Dark Souls, dude.
If he dies in one, oh.
Well, they said it's unedited. Let's see some hits.
He got hit.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
He got hit. All right.
It's not perfect gameplay, dude.
Doing with the block art.
Yeah, I do like that. This is pretty cool. It's almost like Respawn knows how to make a video game, dude.
They've proven, what, 3 times now that they're...
Yeah, they're 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Faster?
They're 3 for 3, which is pretty lit.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. All right.
I know. So I will say this.
Golf clap.
It is. It is an alpha build, so I'm not gonna say much about the lightsaber looking like a piece of
We're not
crayon.
gonna be like everybody who shat on
Oh, y'all saw that?
Yeah, I did. That was pretty lit. They have they have a good idea here. I feel pretty decent. I don't think I'm gonna get it at launch though. Don't worry, I will.
I'm gonna wait for the reviews.
Don't worry, I'll get it at launch.
I'm definitely gonna. So far, as I'm concerned, they're 4 for 4.
Yeah, honestly, I could believe it. Don't worry, I'll get it.
Titanfall 3 is where my worries start, because they're technically still developing that.
Yeah, they're not. They don't have.
And they
it
stopped
in the...
developing that for this, so that's kind of where I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
I love this force.
Oh, he's got more HP than the normal guys. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, fire fucking hurts, believe it or not.
Fire hot.
Tokyo Tomo! Zawadu!
Zabordo.
The Twitch chat is amazing. I might get it, but don't worry, I'll regret it.
I'm definitely gonna get it.
I'll regret it. I'll get it. You know what? I'll get it used. I don't want to give money to Disney. If GameStop's still around, you know, they get some fucking.
GameStop will still be around. All they need to do is just restructure for used and retro games.
Yeah, they need to.
Their focus on new games is killing them more than they know it.
Like, it's cool to sell it, but they can't rely on it. It's not working anymore.
Right. Right.
I feel really bad for GameStop too.
I honestly don't.
All right, cool.
They waited till they waited till he was there before they started shooting.
Yeah, they were chilling. They're like, all right, it's time.
It's just like, all right, action. All right, cool.
You could literally see George Lucas in like a sweater on the side.
At least these stormtroopers
That's a big spider.
to the stereotype.
I mean, yeah, they have to hit him for there to be gameplay. Oh shit.
Okay.
It's the Dark Souls of Star
I feel
Wars.
like, yeah, I was just about to say, like, this feels a lot like Dark Souls almost.
Frame advantage and shit.
I wish the lightsaber
Yo, the other
throwing was
one was
more.
doing nothing. What the fuck is this guy doing?
One at a time. It's pre-alpha. I'm not gonna get too anal about it.
Pre-alpha. Also, they're trying to show the game off in a good light, at least. So.
And yeah, Adam, if you remember,
they probably program it that way.
The Anthem BioWare shit basically said all this shit is fake anyway. So they're trying to show that it's legit gameplay, which is why the dude's getting a little bit beaten up.
Gotcha.
They want to make sure that, you know. This
That
is all,
you know, hey, this actually.
I see a lot of subtle hints to the Anthem shit, and Respawn and probably was like, yeah, we're not doing that. Because, you know, BioWare can do whatever. They can piss off. Tossers. Fuck them, dude.
I just wish the lightsaber throwing was a bit better. Because I wanted to be like the God of War axe throw.
Yeah, honestly, you could feel that
like,
one.
whenever you throw it, you feel it, dude. Woo!
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Yeah. And these are droids. Yeah, and
I
these
want
are
a platinum.
droids. Like,
This game is making me want a platinum Star Wars game.
Yeah. I mean, the Respawn is pretty... Like, they only usually make shooters, though, so this is pretty actually nice. They're very talented game devs, which is... At EA, a fucking shortage.
Rare.
Amy Henning's Star Wars game would have been better.
I mean, I think a lot of the Star Wars games they canceled were going to be good games. Maybe they would have been better.
1313, yo. Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly. But we'll never know now, unfortunately. And that's the biggest tragedy, is we'll never know.
Honestly, what's really making me want this game is this force time stop ability. That's
I just heard from the captain. They're coming. Oh, this is it. At least we have the high ground.
At least we have the high ground. Oh my.
I love them. I fucking love them. God damn. No, I love that. Because you know what? because you know what? You know what? People are gonna say that's a fucking meme, and it is. But that proves that they know what they know what people want to hear.
Right, they know what they're talking about. Yeah.
At least we have the high ground. If you're gonna have a meme game, just fucking meme it. Oh no! No!
Yo!
And the chat goes wild.
Yeah, I don't think he sucks, chat. I think he legitimately did something really fucking badass, and he wanted to highlight that.
I just wish the people. I just wish some of the people in chat would stop shit on the AI. It's an alpha.
Well, you know,
I
it's Twitch chat. You're gonna get chaos.
Yeah, like
it
I was
doesn't
about
matter.
to say, you're asking for everyone to be a rational person and to read this is pre-alpha footage.
No, it's not on screen anymore, Adam. This is final build.
Oh.
To be fair, it's EA. It could very well be final build. So you never know. See,
but like,
oh,
yeah, I love the Dark Souls vibe I'm getting from this. That is
but like,
actually
I get
fucking
that they're
cool.
trying to show off like all the highlights or all the features of the game, but so
Looks like there's
I
unblockables, by the way.
I can meet them halfway, but the chat cannot. They're just like, if you're not playing the game exactly how I would play it, you're fucking trash.
I mean, it is EA, to be fair. I don't feel bad for them, so for whatever that's worth. I'm sure this guy is gonna die at the end, by the way. You know how that usually goes, don't worry. I have advanced knowledge of the story, obviously. No, I mean like in the story. Don't get attached to this fucking character, I guarantee you.
I don't know about.
They're gonna pull another Force
I feel like
Unleashed.
this could be another.
So
I feel like this could be another. Like entry point for a Force Unleashed type game.
I see this as Force Unleashed, honestly. I see this as new Force Unleashed, new Disney Force Unleashed.
Oh, your boss can give you HP.
Yo, I want Starkiller in Star Wars lore, dude.
Yeah, I wish they would bring him. But they'll call this dude Starkiller at the end. That'll be the big reveal.
Yeah.
You're the son of Darth Vader. Chewie.
Wasn't Starkiller the clone of Darth Vader?
I don't know, dude.
And it was like cloned multiple times.
Oh no, it's this dude!
That was the warden.
You really didn't hear him?
No, that's not K2SO.
I know, it's another one like him.
I wish it was K2SO, dude. That would have been so tight.
Alright, and demo over. But you know what? For what it's worth, pretty fucking interesting. I gotta give him credit. This actually looks pretty fucking good. Dude, I gotta give him credit.
Alright, so my only qualm with that one, right? My only qualm with that one is at the end when the K2SO type droid comes at him, right? Is that supposed to be scary?
No, I just think they want it to be an epic trailer ender, you know what I mean?
Right, but at the same time, it's like K2SO, like I don't associate that with a fear, you know? Like I associate that with comedy because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, fair enough.
How does it feel to, I think, deliver?
Yeah,
how does it feel to deliver?
I will say that Raiden F1, it does look good. I have to give Respawn credit, and I have no problems giving them credit because, you know.
Being involved with this team's, you know,
Raiden F1, welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome.
So much of themselves into this game.
I was about to ask, are we streaming?
Something like this.
Yeah, don't do your usual, Adam.
Agreed. Huge shout out to the team. Everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no, good.
Everybody who bought the
Pretty good, dude.
On the demo, but also the whole game. The whole game is coming together right now, so it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that
they had to say the whole game's coming together because
Anthem is not a whole
the whole
game.
Anthem debacle.
I mean, I think
They deserve it though, so fuck them.
I think that's pretty evident from it. And I liked when we introed, you guys were talking about the fact that this is a skilled person playing it, right? We all see it, we think it's awesome. What do we do about not having our hands in control? Like, what is the what do lightsabers?
Memes.
At least we have the high ground, dude.
Yeah.
Like what?
Because it looks like it's got weight to it, and throwing it and catching it, right? Like that's the impact I think I want from it.
Absolutely.
It's got
I
weight.
mean, it's
This
really
is a fucking
satisfying.
VR, man.
I mean, the game itself, it's thoughtful combat, as Stig likes to call it. It's what you saw was a really good player.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll
right
have
over
to
there
work up
again.
to
He'll
that
give out
level.
autographs after the panel.
So you can block, parry, deflect. Like we wanted the combat to feel really good for people to go in and be able to like be part of that and size up the enemies when things feel right. It feels really good.
Yeah, it's also about the enemy arrangements as well, like what enemies we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools to take them down. But it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force as well.
Sure. Well, that's part of this. You were talking to me last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat, and the idea that when I watched the demo initially, my thought was, oh, these are canned animations, right? I'm doing a force grab and stabbing the guy, and that's all. I hit R1, and that happened. That's not that way.
No, it's all freeform.
So like you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different
Absolutely, and actually the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You can do that as bystander, just
that's
kind of
pretty cool,
them
actually.
If you wanted to. Yeah. But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that.
That's in a lot of games, though.
It's fun
It does. It looks pretty decent here.
You talk about the skill points. Are those going into the Force abilities?
Yeah. So we're going to have the classic abilities. We're going to have push, pull. We've got what we call force flip, which is essentially double jump, which is nice because that's something that makes sense in Star Wars. A Jedi
I like double
jump. Yeah. But we have one unique expression of the Force that you saw in there, which is slow, which is a little bit of the glue between force push and pull.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I think I thought you couldn't top my favorite moment in the demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the stormtrooper, force pull the stormtrooper, stab him. But when you force pull the stormtrooper and walked him into one bolt.
Yeah, that was everyone's favorite. That was metal as fuck, dude.
That was so dope.
I think the first time I saw that, I freaked out a little.
You actually said it in the
demo.
Well, you did it. You delivered. Tell me about the enemies we are seeing there, right? Because that's one of those things I feel like we're talking a lot about, seeing things a lot about, is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't shown.
You're saying that isn't the entire game?
That is not.
It's wow.
Wow.
So we got our classic stormtroopers. We've got the scout troopers.
I love
you
that
saw
meme.
equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers.
Purge troopers.
Jeez, Jedi.
Yeah.
The Inquisition, dude.
Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here, right? Like this bad.
Poland, 1939.
Exactly.
Excellent. That is a very tasteful joke.
Getting more attention now.
No, maybe the people will realize that these dudes are actually good.
Just that one man did? Yeah. It was a team effort. You led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody appreciate Jordan. So we're going through, and you have these new stormtroopers. You have your fire troopers. You have one of my favorite droids of all time coming back.
The KX.
And then making me fight.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do?
No.
Trust me, you do.
I do?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then, talk about the other stuff.
I think it is single player only. I don't know if there is co-op, Raiden. If there is, I don't think they've talked about it yet. I might be wrong. Oh my God, what is? Wow, that was scary. There's your horror right there. But you know what? If they need to focus single player, dude, I think it's worth it because EA needs an L. They need a W right now.
What are the?
I don't even think multiplayer should even be an option in this game.
Yeah, I think they should just focus on a single
It's
player.
gonna be a game. I think they said it's gonna be a game service. I'm not sure.
I mean, listen, if it's a good game, pour on the fucking DLC by all means, but that's the caveat. Needs to be a good game first. But yeah, I don't think there's co-op yet. I think they're focusing on a single player experience, to answer your question. I don't disagree though, the world needs co-op, but there's a time and place, and EA they fucked up the co-op too much. Anthem.
But you can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
Just scan some stuff there.
Yep. Scan the environment for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever
like
they want.
Down on it?
Whenever they want, he will eject the stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you can find more over the course of the game, and you're actually in that moment. You're defenseless, so you got to choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay. We've seen the gameplay. Without spoiling stuff for me, what's going on in the story? Like obviously, Cal.
Yeah, we don't talk. No, we love talking about Anthem here.
Jedi. Just tell me the whole story.
We love it. We had like 3 podcasts about it.
Well,
No.
Full stop. I can't believe I've
Don't
gone
even
this long
start
without
us on
asking,
anything, dude.
Is Watto in this game?
Yeah, honestly.
Don't even.
But that's not a no.
I'm okay with Watto being in the fucking game.
Them all after this panel. Thank you very much.
More prequel memes, please.
I think Armand wants an invite here.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll do it.
Let me check. Yeah, he said to invite.
We gotta keep a really tight lip on it.
I will return.
So I can't.
All right, yeah, no
I
problem.
will listen to Drake.
Yeah, take it easy.
I mean, yeah, the
We're gonna
story's
save
good.
it.
I know
Pull
one
him
of the
down.
people have been asking me about stuff.
There we go.
Saying, hey,
Chill out, bro.
community wanted to know.
Chill out.
This is Star Wars
Which
canon,
one?
right? You said,
Totally can't.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay. And,
The host is feeling it, dude.
Yo,
Yeah,
my issue.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars universe.
he needs to take like one less line of cocaine.
We're all gonna live.
Yeah.
okay.
He's having a good time, dude.
My
Oh
issue.
yeah, he is. He is.
He's having a fun time.
My
I
issue.
mean, we have.
He visited the fucking Ballpits before this. They gave him a customary or an honorary EA fan pack before he came up.
So
shocked to be
my
honest. I'm like,
issue with this is they're doing it outside.
We've been talking about
Also, there's no one here, but
90-degree weather.
Yeah, it's pretty.
During the summer, just because EA was too cheap to fucking.
I mean, they did it outside last year too, I think, or the last. They like their outdoor shits for whatever, you know.
Why
That's
not?
fucking stupid. Do it in the spring or in the fall. Don't do it when it's 90 fucking degrees outside.
They don't care. People are gonna come out anyway. To be fair.
Someone put
It's because they're cheap.
chat.
he has to fill
did
a
you
certain
see the audience? There was no one there.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's the thing.
This is-
Because
it's
who the
tough.
fuck wants to sit outside for half a day in 90-degree weather?
I also think it's
the
the
idea that
EA.
this is a Star Wars.
I mean, that
you guys
too.
have something.
But like the fact that it's 90 degrees doesn't help.
I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter to us.
Vince, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
I like this guy, but
Thanks
they're
for
gonna
the
fire
support.
him because he's making them
The energy here is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
He's
There's-
asking
This guy-
questions
Showing us some
that
stuff
they-
online,
they
like
answer,
everyone,
I'm
the
pretty
reaction
sure
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing call.
We want to be real.
Thank you guys.
Go team.
This guy took.
No, I think this guy might have been here last year, so I think he's a stay, a mainstay.
I mean, that maybe last year he didn't do a
Yeah,
fucking.
he did last year. He did not do.
Believe it or not,
Now he's just like, oh, the people like me. They want me for round 2, so let me just go to the fucking bathroom and just.
Jesus. All right. Anyway, Raiden, I'm on Gilgamesh, which is Aether. Aether.
Over the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order theater, and for those of you at
I mean,
home,
the game looks good, but again,
it's
an
for
E3
those of you at
demo.
home,
So
No, you're right. But they did make a point to show actual legit gameplay, and I do think it's legit. So, to their credit, they are trying to not be that
I'm gonna give them more of a pass
because it's Respawn. Yeah. They're still like Matt said, 3 for 3 for good games.
Callable, but their chances of being callable are really, really.
That was Matt. Matt said 4 for.
Wait, did I say Max? Yeah, my bad. Matt said it. You're a Gilga player? What the hell, dude? Why is everyone on this fucking data center at Gilga? Okay, let's not hear it for 2 minutes. To give a quick recap though, I know we talked over it a little bit. It was pretty solid. I think they showed off what they needed to show off. I mean, it's what you'd expect. I'm not gonna give bonus points for
Doing your job.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe that's the rougher way of putting it.
Like Flare, but everything they showed off, they needed to show off.
Yeah, they did everything they needed to do. So they still know how to actually be a video game company like 2017, which is pretty crazy. They should just be milking us for microtransactions, dude.
They didn't drop anything wild, like I don't know, like at the end there, but it's okay. It was just damn.
Yeah. Pretty sweet. Like I knew this was gonna be the star of the show. I mean, come the fuck on. Like this is. I mean, Apex will be cool. I don't play it as much.
But it's not gonna be.
But it's not gonna be Star Wars. Like we already know about Apex unless they reveal like a big fucking story or some shit. I don't know, which they probably won't. So I need you to actually talk about Apex because I don't know much about it.
Honestly,
I won't be that long.
I mean, I think they're doing it in half-hour segments.
Yeah, it's
so
half-hour segments.
You can be here for half an hour.
Well, I don't know if he can. He might be.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Like he can be, and just that's all he needs to know about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when are they going to talk about Anthem? I mean, come on, you guys are such shit talkers to Kotaku. You know, whip it out.
Yeah, when are you guys gonna talk about the best game ever made?
And before they pull another, like, before they pull that shit that guy pulled at the video game award, where he was gonna talk about the racing game, but he showed off Mortal Kombat.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna do a fraud coward, where they're gonna say, "Oh no, we knew that when we released the game it was gonna be bad."
All right, they're back. Let's bring that back up. That was a really short break because I mean, well, you know, it was on, they
I
finished.
think you're trying to
pretty
keep
much
on schedule.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, yeah.
Okay, I gotta get that.
Yeah, I'm on. It's the featured content, so.
Apex is fun, but the Battle Pass kind of sucked compared to Black Ops 4 Pass and Fortnite Pass, so almost no one stayed for weak rewards. I heard it was kind of weak. If you, I didn't buy any of it. I barely play the fucking game. But,
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, it was at least still a decent game, though. To its credit. Yeah. For what it's worth, they are trying it at Anthem. I mean, Respawn.
We've got some big updates. That's right. I like that. Like that, baby. Bring that energy. We got some exciting details to share on Apex Legends Season 2, including
big ups.
Brand new weapon, a new mode.
I might install Apex Legends again.
I'm improvising. An improved battle pass, a reveal of the 10th legend coming to the arena.
Oh, hero. I actually should upgrade the fucking document, to be honest.
Dropship, dive right into the hot zone. Take it away, Jay.
They're gonna reveal Watson.
Thanks, Golden Boy. I'm Respawn's community manager, Jay Frechette, and as you can see, we've brought Kings Canyon to life right here at EA Play. We've even got all 9 current legends here to help me bring you.
That's actually not bad cosplay.
Yeah, that's actually not.
We're gonna introduce you to our next legend
shit,
after
man.
the show.
I love the Octane cosplay. I love the Octane cosplay.
Legendary Hunt event.
The mirror guy also is pretty good.
Yo, this.
Let me put this in here.
Oh, yeah, the most
already trash.
Did they get an actual crow for the Bloodhawk cosplayer?
Legends can compete.
So that would be fucking lit.
Apex Elite Q. Complete challenges for exclusive cosmetics.
I could do this all day.
Earn XP and Battle Pass boosts. And find all new exclusive skins in the in-game store.
Only the strong will winner and slaughter.
For a limited time, legends who place in the top 5 of any match will earn the right to join the Apex Elite Q.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome.
This is live currently.
There, they will have the opportunity to test their skills. Need some ammo against the most talented legends in the game.
One more. A legend's true test is from within.
Additionally, legends can complete legendary hunt challenges to earn rewards, like the epic Master of the Hunt Bloodhound, the Wolfpack G7.
That looks pretty cool.
They basically give away free legendaries.
I mean, hey, that's big ups. Fuck yeah.
And you shall be rewarded.
During the event, all Battle Pass owners will receive the free legendary Honored Prey R301. Hit level 15 on your Battle Pass, and you'll also earn.
If only I really like this game. I feel like it would be awesome. I'd never fucking stream this.
I didn't like that skin. I mean, I can see why people will like it. I just didn't like it.
Thank you for the fun fight.
And we're doubling down with our first ever double XP weekend.
Oh, nice.
From June 7th to June 9th, earn double XP on
Oh, that's now.
base and Battle Pass progression.
This was all live.
Destiny has led us to this moment.
Throughout the event,
Alright, I'll download
be sure
Apex
to keep
Legends
an
and
eye
play
on
with
the
you guys tonight.
rotating store for new exclusive legendary hunt cosmetics.
The sky has opened and gifted the day.
It's not my rotation at all. What the fuck?
As the legendary hunt won't last forever. Good luck,
Now
legends.
Let the hunt begin.
That's right, until June 18th, you can jump into the Legendary Hunt, our limited time event that features the debut of our Elite Q, exclusive challenges you can unlock, and some killer skins and more. Also, this weekend is double XP weekend, so there's lots of great reasons to jump in. The community really brought it since this event launched, and it's awesome to see the best duke it out.
Yeah,
Back to you,
right.
Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for that. Appreciate it. All right. That was season 1.
Now on the season.
who's ready to talk about season 2.
Oh yeah, look at that.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
you know,
I also know
hey,
Golden
listen,
Boy.
I play
He's
this
a
game
cool
every
guy.
day. It's one of my favorites, and I did this like right before the show started. That's how much I play this game. You know, I'm gonna jump back in when we finish up, but first, I do want to talk about season 2. We've got the first details here, and joining me, we got Drew McCoy in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
That guy looks like average.
Drew,
Fuck, dude.
we've been so patient for that beautiful, beautiful content. What do you have for us today?
Like, he has no defined neck,
Okay.
man.
Content is
Why are you literally coming at my man's neck, dude?
I'm sorry, though. This dude looks average as dude. He looks like the dude.
He's a cool guy. He's repping Apex.
What can we expect, though?
Yeah, so as we announced when we launched
Well,
the
so
game,
he
I think
does
it's
have
really
marketable
We're trying to
skills.
cram as much into the launch of Season 2 as possible with some other stuff along the way. But what you can expect from the launch is a new legend, a new weapon, a new way to play the game.
Okay.
Perhaps a map event. And a lot of this has been done through a lot of feedback from community. We're also changing up some of the meta balance of weapons to try and buff up some of the weaker weapons and bring a lot of cool stuff.
Mozambique update win.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's
We're gonna talk
all
about a good portion
They
of
also
it here,
said
but
they
let's
want
talk
you to
about
upgrade
that
weapons
sweet
because
new
of Battle
content,
Royale.
because
They don't want
Season
every
2
weapon to be
is bringing
fucking
a new weapon
Yeah.
to the fight, and today we're excited to show it to you. So let's just go ahead, roll the clip.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Oh, L-Star's in the game.
Oh yeah, that was a gun.
Yo, the L-Star is freaking fire. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited for this legendary. I don't really like the other legendaries. Yo, this is the Hipfire freaking monster,
Gun was scary.
Look, it's faked footage, dude.
To be honest. Golden one, so. Oh, it can blow open doors? That's sick. So the doors are really strong.
Yeah, they are.
Making contact with enemy.
Fuck you.
Yo, I want to play Titanfall 2 now.
Accepted, I'm here.
Yeah, I do kind of miss Titanfall too.
Yeah.
There you have it, the L-Star, man. I remember getting slapped by this gun in Titanfall 2, so pretty excited to see this one make it to the fold in the arena. Seems really powerful. So tell me more about its place in the entire weapon loadout for Apex Legends.
Yeah, so the L-Star's new, it's coming, launch of Season 2. It's actually a care package weapon because it's so OP. It's just amazing. But
Glad you said that out front.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like the master for the Kraber. It's it's
those guns are
incredibly
pretty
powerful.
strong.
Yeah.
And being a care package weapon, it doesn't use any of the existing ammo on the ground, so whatever you get with it is what you got.
I also noticed too, it
That's
shattered
all
through doors.
Yeah, it can open doors.
So like
Yeah.
melees, grenades, and now
the L-Star.
Wow. Okay, so that is pretty sizable. Now, what other changes are going to be coming to weapons? Because this may seem very nerdy, but I'm a huge fan of pop-ups. I'm all about Prowler with my switch fire. That's my jam. What are you bringing me?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, there's going to be some meta changes to the weapons. We're trying to bring up some of the weaker weapons. And then, yeah, there are 2 new hop-ups coming. Not really going to say what they are yet. You guys got to wait for Season 2. But there is a chance that maybe a memeable weapon named after an African country
Mozambique.
is usable.
Is usable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps.
All right, perhaps.
Oh, I
that
know what
is
they're gonna do.
yet to be seen. We'll have to see if that's going to be a reality. All right, cool. So we're starting out hot with that L-Star light machine gun. We also have the Battle Pass. And, you know, when you guys first spoke about the Battle Pass, you said that it was a learning experience. What's different this time around for Season 2?
Yeah, so we've been
I
listening to the community a lot. Season 1 didn't quite launch as well as we were hoping. The content was fairly underwhelming for players, so we've been taking that in. We've been getting all sorts of data from
They
people
listen.
buying skins to what they equip on their characters.
No, yeah, they do. They do. They're good.
So we've
The
taken
problem
this
is
learning
it
and put it
takes
into
them a
Season 2
long
Battle
time,
Pass.
obviously, because they don't want to
So
overwork
first
the
off the
people,
bat,
but
it's challenge-based.
Yeah, they gotta find that balance.
Time-based.
Because what's the other shit? They don't care. They'll overwork
Play
them.
for a while, so you can come back after a month.
To their credit, the game is good, but they don't care.
Ultimately, this does mean leveling.
I mean, they do, but they just do it. It's whatever.
We're also getting rid of all the badges and stat trackers, taking up space throughout the leveling process, and we are inserting 3 new
Oh, what was it? The Need for Speed dude? God damn, I feel bad for that guy.
And the freaking.
And there's a lot more skins in it, and there's gonna be enough crafting medals by the time you hit level 100 to craft your very own legendary.
That's where you get a public speaker to fucking, you know,
A lot
just.
of value for that battle pass.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, people have their whole careers around it, you know, like.
Talking about
Fuck
Apex.
yeah, fuck
pretty
the
sick
Oscars.
skins. What skins do you have for me today?
I need that sound clip actually. Thank you for reminding me. We'll look for it in a little bit.
Significantly, you can see that with the Wraith skin specifically from the Legendary Hunt event. But we got 4 legendary skins in the Battle Pass. So we have 2 character and 2 weapon. So for Caustic, he's got the Prince of Darkness skin. And for Octane, we're doing the Jade Tiger. I think we're, yeah, you can see there's Prince of Darkness right there. And then there is a skin for the Spitfire called the Intimidator. And
that's a nice skin.
301 is getting 2 skins actually. So the Iron Rampage at level 100.
Okay.
And then there's a golden version as well.
Oh man, do you see that? By the way,
Sick.
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 That looks insane. That looks insane. All right. Oof. Now another question that the community is having, they're just dying to have answered. New ways to play. Elite Q was awesome. Yep. I think it's like one of the coolest additions for Apex Legends.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty sweet too.
So when we designed Apex Legends, we
Because
really
if
wanted
you're on
to
a
have kind of a
streak, you get
competitive
lost
core to it.
forgiveness,
It's
so
a
you're
game
not
that's meant
out
to
of
be
the
played
loop,
over
you
hundreds of
get
hours
lost
and mastered.
Oh, nice.
Deep learning experience. And so the Elite Q is our first step towards getting to a higher competitive stage. Okay. And so Season 2, I'm really stoked to announce we have a ranked mode.
Yo, that
ranked mode.
Yeah. Honestly, ranked is gonna be cancer.
So,
Yeah, it really is. It never goes well for any game.
Because people already leave when you can res teammates, but like,
Don't worry, we'll be in Wood Division together.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Wood.
what's up.
What division?
Yo, we're gonna party up, dude. Below the cardboard leak. They're not even processed products anymore.
Special matchmaking for each of the tiers. So the higher you get, you'll probably have some longer matchmaking times, but it's because we're trying to find the best possible match for you. And then throughout the season, you'll be hopefully gaining tiers, and then at the end of the season, you'll
there'll be tiers, all right.
Wow.
To show off.
damn, now I gotta get a real computer.
Coming to Apex Legends.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
That's sick. All right.
Yeah, no credit to him.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be all up in that. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. I am legitimately concerned, as I mentioned, either it be the first Wood Division player, which isn't even in it, or Plastic Division.
Plastic's good.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's gonna hurt.
Stole Jeff's joke, but it worked out.
Sharing all these details, man. Guys, Drew, ladies and gentlemen.
No, big ups. Big ups to everyone at Respawn. You're literally the only redeeming factors at EA.
Now I want to download the game and buy the season pass.
This is way too wholesome for me, dude.
My mains. All right, but that might change when the new season drops. That's right, because Jay, give the people what they want. We want to know who is the 10th legend joining the arena. What do you have?
It's my pleasure, Golden Boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. The 10th legend joining the Apex Legends arena is
me.
Watson.
Yo, there she is, dude. Hard.
Ooh, what does she do?
To help us get to know our latest legend a little bit better, our team put together this touching illustrated short. Let's check it out.
My dearest Nathan, as I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer.
This is like Overwatch, but they already made 2 characters for Overwatch mates.
Right.
God, what does Overwatch even do anymore?
Like, honestly, they have no, like, they're catching up to Overwatch characters.
I always knew you were special, but never did I fathom that the little girl who taught her staffed Nazi multiplication tables would grow up to master quantum laser mechanics. I have assured the Syndicate that the modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you. I may be just a doddering old fool trying to hold on to Mombi Bay a little while longer before he loses her to a daughter. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine.
Just fine.
The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can.
I'm not gonna lie, this trailer is
anything
freaking
she
great.
wants in this
Yeah.
life, because she is
If
the
she can
smartest
create a
woman
force field,
in the front.
I might want to play her because I'm all about defense.
Yeah, I think she might be defensive.
I mean, that excites me because that's the type of player I am.
Yo, Respawn should make anime, dude. or cartoons.
Papa. I hope wherever you are, you're cheering for me.
Oh, that's awesome!
That's right.
I don't know what she does, but the trailer was fucking litty.
Joining the arena, and joining me now, we have the three gentlemen who brought her to life. Griffin, Will, and Tom. Thank you so much for joining us here. Wow. So that I mean, Bible thumps in the chat, man, because that was feels right there, hit me right.
Pepe hands,
but Griffin,
dude.
we'll start with you, but you're one of the legend designers, and I'm curious on the approach that you guys took toward
Make some
making
bits,
Watson
dude. What
a
can I
character
say?
that has impact in the arena.
So
I should honestly fill up my Twitch affiliate shit, by the way. just for shits and giggles. It's apparently still active, so I might as well just fucking do it. I don't know.
Yo, Watson gameplay? Yo,
what?
Systematically solve.
You're right.
I kind of thought, what would it be like if we took the sort of the defensive complexity of Apex and introduced a
Claps.
character that could really
Oh my god, yo!
create an ecosystem.
I think I
in
might
which
main Watson.
You can survive the really aggressive third-party meta, all of that stuff. So the
Yes,
idea
I'm
behind
so
Watson
gonna play
really
Wow,
is that
they even
if
mentioned
you
it, dude.
plan
Third party.
and you sort of adapt to the environment. You really know the map.
Oh, her
and
ultimate
you
accelerant
work
is
closely with your
charging,
team
like,
that
it
you can
actually
really
charges,
create these strong defenses
what does this do?
that people are going to really have to think about in terms of how. Yeah.
Oh, and you can walk through it.
So the
Yeah,
current
friends can walk through it.
meta of,
That is awesome.
I hear gunfire and I hit it as hard as I can. You know, with Bangalore, Wraith, Octane, all of those. We're trying to sort of bump that meta a little bit and make it so that this more
See, that's nice.
RTS kind of
Yo,
playstyle
you can shut
has
down
breathing.
freaking.
Yeah. Dude, that's great. So we can all right, what does this do?
Alright, I
Oh, I
just
think
got
it's
back.
an actual-
What is this?
The new character.
The dome shield.
Basically.
Pathfinder, Wraith, and a lifeline for that support. Yeah. You can play into a composition like this.
Anonymous226, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I just looked at Twitch.
226. That's my favorite number.
Feels bad, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The look and feel.
For the follow on Twitch, by the way, I should point that out since I'm on multiple stream sites at the moment.
The legends themselves, they stand out. When you're looking from far away, you see the silhouette and you know exactly who it is that you're about to engage with.
I do need to get the Streamlabs or some shit. I'm gonna do that next once I'm done setting up my room.
It's a collaborative effort. You know, shout out Keith, Sam, animation department. Everybody kind of works together. We were given a specific set of skills that she would be using, abilities from Griffin, and that's kind of all we had to go off of. So we had to. Keith did a great job of like bringing it all together, giving her a sort of a grounded aesthetic. She had to look like she was using electricity and stuff like that.
That
So
branching pattern.
rubber gloves and the coils and the wires and pushing her silhouette at the same time, making her stand. You have to be able to read who she is from different distances. From there,
One clapper.
From there, you can really go in and sculpt all the details out and work with the animators to really bring her to life, give her personality.
I like her character design. It's really nice.
Yeah, and there's some really cool stuff there as well. Every part that Watson she takes out an item in her kit, it's actually like on her person.
Oh yeah,
You see it happen.
Yeah, and those are all very meticulously designed by the concept artist and then modeled out in 3D. So yeah, it's all functional.
That's great.
In the world. Yeah.
So now you get to the gameplay, the look, but the story. You know, because you got to hit us in the feels, right? Like super hard, and you just did that.
That's a clip.
Watson's backstory, who she is. Let's dive deep into that.
Kind of different from the way we usually do things because usually it's very collaborative and we're creating the character at the same time. All the different departments
mark
are working
that. That's
together.
a fucking clip.
Watson was different. She was already designed and drawn when I got her. And one of the great things about working at Respawn is they encourage us to create characters that are non-traditional and that are characters you haven't seen in video games before, and to kind of branch out and see what else, what other kinds of people can we represent out there. And so Watson is a very different character than I've ever seen in a video game, at least.
He's like an Overwatch
everything
character,
is
honestly.
based off of what these guys created. I mean, it's all every single part of her backstory is connected somehow to either her abilities.
All right, thank you, Mr. Instant Retreat, for joining us. By the
What
way.
the fuck is she doing?
Yeah, she creates polls that link together.
That Watson played a big role in
the arena itself?
Yes. So Watson and her father actually invented the ring.
Okay.
And so she grew up in the arena, literally in the arena when they were building it. And we're going to start to, you're going to see with Watson and moving forward, we're going to start to build the lore of this world a little bit. You're going to find out who created the games. They mentioned the Syndicate in there, so we'll talk about the Syndicate down the road. You're starting to build more and more of a universe.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So she's in the arena, so all the legends must know her.
Oh yeah. She was their kid sister, basically. She was always hanging around the arena, and she got to know all the legends and got to watch all of them. She's not a mercenary. She's not a soldier. You know, her role is of support. So everybody loves Watson. She's the one person that could probably.
I'm looking forward to this,
including Caustic.
Caustic respects her. She's a scientist. Okay. She's an engineer.
He's toxic.
Strong word.
Yeah, I don't know if Caustic likes anybody.
Okay,
that's
fair.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a personal thing. He just hates everyone equally.
Super cool. I mean, blown away by this character so
He's
far.
you.
Now, I mentioned before we're going to talk about
He's
the
toxic,
abilities. Because when you revealed these to me, I was floored, jaw-dropping. And a lot of people online were kind of like guessing as to like what it would be. And I'm very happy to see that a lot of them, some had the right idea, but for the most part, what she's capable of doing is ridiculous. So let's just talk about the active. First thing, defenses.
Yes. So the Watson has more interrelated abilities than probably any other current character we have. You really need to understand how they all interact. The fences, you can place 12 nodes, and you can use these in any permutation you want. Part of why we sort of went with her being such a brilliant electrical engineer is because we really wanted to reinforce both mechanically and thematically how creative the player can be with these. Basically, we're just giving you free reign to place these however you want, figure out.
And the players, they like I just saw right there. I don't know if that was intentional. So that when your teammates go through, it shuts down.
It shuts off. So
if I'm down and they run through the gate, does the gate deactivate?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's a lot of different interactions, a lot of different ways that you can interact with the gates with other characters. The ultimate is, we call it an interception pylon. It shoots down bombardments, incoming grenades, stops arc star spam. And it charges your team's shield, and it also, if Watson's cooldown is slower when she's away from the pylon, but when you're near the pylon, it supercharges your tactical, so you get fences faster. So if you drop it down, it's a permanent structure until it's destroyed, and that allows you to build.
Oh, that's straight up a counter.
Fortresses very rapidly. You can use that for defending, for flank control on offensive squads, for going up on a tower and fencing it off. Pathfinder. And then the passive is that ultimate accelerants give you your ultimate 100% ultimate charge, and so if you save up ultimate accelerants over the course of the match, that allows you to place more pylons, and it means that you don't have to play conservatively as Watson as long as you save up ultimate charges. You can keep moving with a highly mobile squad. You can play offense, defense, support, however you feel like the fences and the pylon are most effective to whatever comp you're playing.
So what you're telling me here is that Lifeline mains do not need to continuously hold ultimate accelerants anymore.
We felt like we needed to
rejoice. That's right. We did it, people. Finally, because everyone's like really mean to me if I don't like use the ult accelerant. It's not fair. Oh wow. So that's
a big buff for all itself.
Yeah, when they cross the fences, you get pinged as well.
Oh yeah. So if any enemies cross through the fences, it pings your entire squad. So
the entire squad.
Wow.
Wow.
So if you know, so that's why like.
I wonder how much this is gonna get nerfed. Maybe.
The exits are. You can.
No, the entire squad is broken.
I'm even thinking about like compositions and how like it could work out. You know, maybe for any Gibraltar mains out there, maybe you find a little. No one cheered for that. Feels bad, man. Maybe there's like a little synergy there that can be created. There's a lot that can be done with these fences and being able to block off certain chokes.
Yeah, I think it's really the big sort of the ceiling is how creative people can get with it, and I'm really excited to see what people do with it.
And from an art perspective here, you know, they're very distinct. They stand out. What were some of the challenges in making sure that these fences really, like, when a player saw them, they knew exactly what it was, not to kind of catch them off guard, so to speak, to make it really, really stand out?
Yeah, again, silhouette's everything. You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world. That it's something that she can use, and that lives on her body as well. She's able to pull it out, and she's able to bring it out, and you know.
Nice, whip it out, dude.
Create a fortress.
This guy's got some fucking shrapnel in his nose.
So, We had concept artists working on every little detail.
I'm surprised.
And the
I
modelers
knew
as well.
someone who had
We had to test it out. We tested
gauges.
it out. We
I
played
think it
in-game
was.
or in-house.
I think that's
and,
what they're
make
called.
sure it reads well.
Gauges are in the ear. It's the septum piercing.
Yeah, I'm not too
Talking about.
knowledgeable, but yeah, that.
And
I know
they
somebody
create
who has
really
a
cool
septum
stuff with just that kind of.
She was a pretty cool chick.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
She liked
actually
Star Wars
dated-
though, so you know.
I
She
dated
liked
someone.
new Star Wars. Can't have that.
Never mind.
You guys
Get that
excited,
garbage out of
Watson?
here. Yeah.
I dated someone who had her clit
All
pierced.
right, well, again, very much looking forward now.
Did he really just say that on my fucking stream? I
Yes.
hate this man. Yes, you fucking. Well, I mean, I always say that. Razor should totally take me as an advertisement partner. So.
Action that we've seen here today.
Is that a bannable offense?
No, I don't think so. You didn't show it. Hey, you could be lying for all I know. I don't really care. Dude,
Oh, there you go.
That'd be pretty fucking hilarious, though.
Piercings are kind of like.
I'm not a fan of piercings.
There's a limit.
Wait, her pylon decreases cooldown time for everyone?
It specifically decreases hers. At least I know about that. I kind of tuned out of it because I'm doing this fate.
And it stops rep. That's fucking crazy.
Not gonna let you off that easy, Drew. What was that?
What was what?
What was what?
was that? You saw the giant thing on the screen in the eyeball. What was that?
All right.
Can you tell me?
Well, let's just say that. Well, no, but let's just say this. We're gonna have perhaps a couple of big things coming into Kings Canyon at the start of season 2.
Nani daya.
So keep your eyes
That was
peeled
the
over
most
next
anime
month, see
thing
what you
ever.
find out.
So if I were to like ask you, you know, after we're done with this, are you like gonna give me the
It
full
was like
shoulder?
fan dub levels, but it was
There's
still
no way to
good.
tell you. Sorry.
Oh man, I'm just holding L's all day out here, man. This is not fair. Well, Drew, thank you so much, man. Guys, Apex.
And this is the end. This is the end of EA's press conference, basically. It doesn't get any better from that.
I mean, they picked the two things that people were hyped for first, so that it can go downhill now.
Oh shit, Raiden, that was you? I totally didn't even notice, dude. I tune out when I do Zodiac books. Thank you. Dude, send me a friend request, dude. Maybe we could play something sometime if you
Slide
want.
into the DMs.
Slide into the fucking whose man's DMs. I don't know. If you can hear me, send a friend request.
I'll be back.
Yeah, no, take it as good. Oh my god, imagine sliding into PictoChat DMs. What the fuck, dude? Well, we got 3 minutes. I'm not a huge Apex player, but I will give Respawn credit. They pretty much are carrying fucking EA. And in my opinion, they're the least fucking guilty out of all the shit. So credit where it's due, because honestly, they need fucking good shit right now. They don't need any more bullshit. They don't need any more. This works. This doesn't work. They need more. Honestly, I don't know if I'll stick around for the sports games because I already know that I particularly don't really care. I mean, technically there's an argument to make that I should, but at the same time, what reasonable commentary am I going to add besides, oh, that looks cool, and then just poker face. Poker face and then T-pose was so
Battlefield 5 was
dominant.
supposed to have a battle royale mode.
Yeah, it came out and they removed the duos
and
queue.
it flopped. Apparently people liked it, but it was nothing new.
So did they remove it, or is it still there?
No, it's still there. Just you can't. I don't think they have duos anymore because no duos were queuing.
But like a week and a half in, like you couldn't find. Like
Yeah,
you
it
sat
was
in the lobby
fried.
for 15 minutes trying to find a team.
Thanks for the friend request, by the way, Raiden. You know, just hit me up sometime. I will say this: I might forget where I added you from because I forget like 90% of my friends list. It's literally nothing against them. It's just this game literally kills my fucking usable brain cells. And after a certain point, Eureka honestly was the worst thing I ever did in this game because I've totally forgot pretty much like how to play the game. Because when you play Eureka, you play it differently than literally everything else in this game. I.e., you don't play it because you don't play the game. This guy's talking. I probably should have not muted it. Whatever. Genderfield 5 is coming up, so don't worry about it. We got Genderfield 5 repped on the bottom there. I'm going to try to have these custom layouts, and I honestly should save them for next year's E3, to be honest with you. I shouldn't get rid of them. I'll make sure to archive this stuff, or these layouts for next year. See if we can get some good stuff. I should have had that Anthem picture where the Javelin's looking at you, and then I should have photoshopped some funny shit on it. But yeah, oh, by the way, Raiden, since you're a Final Fantasy player and you're literally on my server, which is hilarious, that's so coincidental. I'm going to be live streaming the live letter, as well as the Square Enix E3. I'm live streaming every E3 conference this year. So if you're interested because you're actually a Final Fantasy player, I'll do a shameless plug here and say that I'll be live streaming it when it happens. I forget what the exact date, or it's June 14th. I don't know what the time is, but it'll be whatever the Eastern time zone is, and I'll try to schedule my streams and everything. And I think I'm gonna, for you guys who are here with me, I'm gonna cut the streams after each. Oh shit, they're starting? Fuck! I can't even talk about my fucking streams.
3 minutes.
God damn, that was the fastest 3 minutes of my life. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the streams on days that have multiple streams. Just so you know.
Hey, welcome to
It'll be like a brief break. Don't worry about it.
from EA Play in Hollywood. Let's hear it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was here last year. I remember her.
Got a ton of new info on
What am I
some
looking
great
for? What the
updates
fuck?
coming to Battlefield 5 in 2019.
Oh.
But don't just take my word for it. My co-host, he reads all
I don't
of
like
the
her
tweets,
voice.
and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit
Damn,
weird.
Adam.
You
Back
fucking
I mean,
savage.
it's not that big of a deal. It's just I'm saying.
Oh, thanks, Julian.
I know, but
now I may be a member
you're
of the Battlefield
sexist,
team,
dude.
but as you know,
What?
I'm a fan.
I said I didn't like the
You guys
coked up
fans
guy
are gonna
either.
love what we've got to you today.
You don't like
So,
Star
over the
Wars.
next half
You're
hour,
You don't like Star Wars,
You don't
dude.
like
bringing you
Tenderfield
content
5
that's
for
coming to
seconds.
you over the next few minutes. We've heard what you want, so
So we have one guy on
today you're
fucking
getting your
cocaine. We
first
have
look
one
at
person
a
who every
ton
time
of
she enunciates her voice
multi-media
does this.
features we know you've been screaming out for.
Make her
and
sound like a
They're trying to
screecher
be
from Left
hyped,
4
dude.
Dead.
Fucking
Coming to
banshee.
Battlefield 5 this fall.
You make her sound like a screecher from Left 4 Dead. Jesus Christ.
So let's get to it.
I mean, it's
Over to
not
you,
that
Julia.
big of a deal, but maybe don't go that high.
Adam,
They're
that's
hype.
right.
They're trying to make
Let's
hype.
no
All right,
longer tear the
give them a little
plastic of our
credit.
first
It could be the
human.
microphones
Marita,
too,
it's
honestly.
They're trying to talk about fucking Battlefield 5, Adam. Can you give them a little leniency? There's not much to work with here.
On the Marita map,
Don't worry, the next Battlefield will be modern times. I guarantee it.
Axis army sweeping.
Yeah, Call of Duty's like, oh, maybe we should go back to our roots. So fucking Battlefield's
Well, technically not the roots. The shit that made us the most money. Well, I mean, I guess it's the roots of successful Call of Duty.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Deploy on a sloping mountain ridge.
Wait a second. Would Activision have a booth for E3?
They probably have a booth. They won't have a conference.
Axis troops are all
But I don't know what they're showing
I
off.
would want to hear more about the Call of Duty reboot.
Captain Price is in it. That's all I need to know.
I'm waiting
Is it
for
a
them to tell
reboot?
me that
Yeah,
they're
it's a
not gonna be
reboot.
loot boxes.
That they're resetting the
It's a reboot,
timeline.
yeah, total
Yeah.
reboot.
Impressive.
the region. You'll
Very
None of it.
impressive.
I'm just glad it's not futuristic running on walls.
So keep an eye
Yeah.
Nonsense.
That's what everybody wants. Nobody wants that shit anymore.
All four soldier classes will be able to shine.
They tried to get that with World War II, but nobody played World War II, so
How come you'd like this?
Cobbled streets.
I don't like anything about Battlefield anymore.
Multi-story
Only infantry combat.
unique vertical gameplay.
Can
Only Battlefield.
we get Hardline
Wish I
Remastered,
played.
please?
Hardline
Not
remastered.
Hardline.
Remastered.
Only
Hardline
Battlefield game I wish.
remastered. That
I
might be
don't
pushing
care.
it right there.
I'll die on that hill. I don't care.
Bad Company 3, please. Somebody put in chat.
It'll get butchered.
Yeah, no point anymore.
Only Battlefield game I really wish I played was Battlefield 2142.
For Raiden
Same.
1 in the chat,
Bring that shit
yeah,
back.
I'm looking forward to the Avengers and the Final Fantasy VII news too. So I'll be covering both of those, or both the live letter and Square Enix. And everything else, like I said, but yeah, I'm interested for the Avengers game because they never talked about it.
into Greece during the war, and it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village before these guys all show up, and it's quite a different experience than Mercury, and it's sort of a totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game before.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking about? What's happening?
Well, so this is going to be a heavily infantry-focused map. So,
Didn't they do that in Battlefield 4? There was a DLC that focused on infantry combat.
They always have a deal. They had it in 3, I know.
Chaos.
close quarters.
Wasn't pretty much hardline.
Wasn't that 4 close quarters?
No, it was 3.
Didn't hardline mostly concentrated on infantry combat?
Yeah, it was pretty much exclusively infantry.
Which
should have been a COD game. I loved it. It was so nice to not have a fucking random beat you because he's in a tank.
Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design.
But you can no longer have C4 and a tank in the air taking out jets.
That shit's so
sort of
stupid.
narrow channels for people to just run head on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But
that's what we want, though. That's what we want, that kind of chaos. But most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all day, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4, so stay tuned. I think some people are going to play it while they're here today.
Lucky you. All right, Freeman, who's we've stuck up there for no other reason than, well, my own entertainment, has more on Chapter 4 for you. Over to you, Freeman.
I'm up here PTFOing. I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen, we have more maps, so let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is Al Sundan is coming in Chapter 4.
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for Battlefield 5, Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and contrasting harsh environments. Axis forces
Somebody's like, I like her accent.
A radar tower and an air
I don't.
You offer me a job, mate?
Over possession of these critical points.
You offer me a job.
In Al Sundan, we've taken the vista used in a single-player war story under no flag and doubled down on air and land vehicle combat. With this, the location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action.
This looks like 1942.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty OG map.
With large distances,
which is good.
I won't lie, Battlefield 5
no, that's really good.
Intense. Battlefield 5 seems intense, but it's not my game, honestly.
No, 1942 was... Or sorry, not 1942, 1943, Battlefield 1943.
They had some
That game
Nintendo
was
naming right there.
Great. Yeah, it was some Nintendo naming. Because 1942 and 1943 are two entirely different games.
Two completely separate games.
I'm surprised this wasn't Battlefield 1944.
That would have been hilarious.
That's amazing. So obviously Al Sundan was adapted from Under No Flag. So tell us a little bit about what that process was like.
Yeah, so usually, you know, when the guys, when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide open experience. And that showed a lot of potential from a multiplayer perspective as well. So when we finished the game originally, the team wanted to sort of sit down and sort of a small group of them.
If they make more maps like this, it'll convince me to buy the game.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do. After all the bullshit.
Your sort of classic Battlefield sandbox map. This is where you're going to see, you know.
Because that was the one thing I don't like about 1941, Battlefield 1, is that it was just so compact. Like no matter where you were, I almost felt like I was always having to have like a submachine gun or something like that.
It's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different playstyles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you see from the videos here, you've got, you know, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things, and the bridge in the middle, it's all about, you know, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me, but
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice. But
no, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight for time because there's so much to get through. We've got so many announcements. When can we get our hands on Al Sundan?
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of Chapter 4.
Get up close and personal. With Chapter 4 defying the odds, new and intense close-quarter maps are coming to Battlefield 5. By popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer, specially tailored for intimate infantry combat. The new battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways. Teamwork, skill, and adaptation are your keys to victory. Fight through an explosives production facility in Uferton Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies. And prepare to learn more about these new battlefields.
This game does look really nice, though, for what it's worth.
Yeah, DICE games have been
They look really nice, yeah.
Top tier.
The new Frostbite shit is really good looking.
Yeah, like Battlefront 2 was
really good looking. I love it.
Yeah, like I even launched it today. I'm just like, holy shit, dude.
If only it had cross.
It runs well.
You know what I mean?
And if you made that up yourself. Oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind.
That's toxic, dude. Let them play the game the way they want, you toxic piece of shit.
These are very different then to the two maps we've already shown so far today.
Can't help them.
Tell us about.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication.
I think Rush was the battlefield pillar.
Like Conquest, for example.
No, it's Conquest. We just played Rush a lot.
And with that in mind, then
it became Rush Conquest, though. To be fair, they kind of shared that role.
going at it, tailoring maps that
I just hate Conquest personally. I think it's a clusterfuck.
I hate Conquest too.
I think it's a fucking clusterfuck. That's just me.
Feeling the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh yeah, we need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
Ironically, the game I like Conquest the most in is Hardline.
That's because you like infantry.
Yeah, it's because I don't have to have a tank drive up my asshole every 3 seconds.
And so, you know, sticking together, not leaving anybody behind, like Mr.
Then fucking play engineer.
I hate engineer. No infinite ammo.
Listen, man, I want to rob the bank and get the money.
As you saw, low photon.
When the police come knocking, you knock back.
But then kind of
That's the sound of the police.
That's the whole
Yo, that
soundtrack.
trailer is so hype. That trailer is so hype.
Soundtrack.
Yo, who's that guy in the background with the fucking photo?
Yeah, that was real weird. That was like a Easter egg.
Howard looking.
Now he's banned and on the no-fly list.
Okay, you're not gonna get put on. Jesus, dude. That was really weird. It was
a legend, yo.
We've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through. But first,
Max, hit that mute.
some news about some kind of poor gameplay updates.
Get that man out of here.
Waiting for, so you're excited about this one.
Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it, though.
Like,
I thought because you were worried that they were gonna dox him.
No, I'm just. It's annoying more than anything.
Private games. Let's talk max rank.
Let's talk max rank.
When I make it big on YouTube, I'm buying Max a house, so I don't have to hear them anymore.
Kind of awareness that
Force
there
them
are
to move
players
into
out
it.
there too skilled who maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So we're taking that to heart, and we're now taking the max rank from 50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
Yeah, I don't mind when they do this in games. If you're gonna play the game that long, they should have levels to show that. Within reason, obviously, but
But what are people getting if they're on it?
Lord knows my Modern Warfare 3 levels should have been much higher.
To start
Feels
with,
bad.
already
I
from
missed
rank,
that game.
51, you will be granted company coins for every rank up. But then, at every, you call them milestone ranks, you know, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your mastery on your journey towards, you know, that the world domination. Therefore, August is the time. So it's almost here.
Almost here.
World domination for large biology.
Yeah, sorry, I wondered if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening, but no, all right.
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
I mean, another one that's lovely community have been vocal about. Previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. But now we're shifting over to private games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5.
Nice.
So a beautiful package. It's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences, whether you want to capture or, you know, play with your friends. And Freeman, you can play with us, for sure.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you know, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit them up, Mr. Battlefield at AOL.com and let him know. Just saying,
yeah. That is the thing, though. Like, we're not finished when we're done, right?
No, exactly. It's coming in, let's see, September.
Yeah.
Thank you.
At that time,
Nice assist. I like that. The tag in.
on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it next for a notch. So be with us and be candid.
Okay, well, Lars, don't tell Ryan, but you know you're my favourite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Just this game has so much fucking shit on its plate, man.
Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of...
Are you? Is this Operation Metro? Are you serious?
Nah.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
That's a negative.
Wow.
That's a negative.
Operation Metro. No, we're never getting away from this fucking map.
Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean,
Yo, can we get Locker Metro for Battlefield 5, please?
I was there when we started to build the maps in Battlefield 3.
God.
Early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was...
I fucking hated Metro, dude.
I love Metro.
I like Metro.
I also loved it, but it was such a love-hate relationship. Like I love it outside, but once you go in fucking train station and it's all like fucking right there and in your face and shit, I hated it.
That's actually my favorite part for defense, because you can camp the shit out of those fucking
Well, for defense, yeah. For defense, yeah. But when
no recoil light machine gun firing at constant rates.
I'm so good. I'm so good. You're just there, just on the floor, laying down heavy fire.
Can't even see him.
It was a little fucking...
Can't even see you.
Can't even see the dude on the ground already dead.
You turn the corner.
That's the whole game. I love that. I'm sorry. That was the good old days. 32v32 fucking Locker Metro is fucking amazing. It's just grenades everywhere. You forget it's a gun game.
That's the only way to kill people.
You
That's
forget
the
it's a
only way
gun
to
game.
kill people. Yeah.
It's like, why even have the guns? Half the deaths are from grenades and RGO impact. Take me back, dude.
Country Road. Take me home.
Pretty much.
That I think the community's really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's the big question for today. Just when.
Oh god, I'm under Let's Go Pikachu still? Fuck.
I think this is the one the team is really excited about as well. So I know I can't.
People are gonna think I'm a fucking asshole on YouTube. I already did.
Yeah, so looking forward to everyone else getting to play it too, and everything else.
I swear I hit change.
Those aren't the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got too much to get through. Just like stop talking. We've got so many surprises for you. So today we're giving you never before seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
Big ups. No ups to these fuckers. What am I talking about?
Big ups. Oh, okay. Oh, we got Japanese people. All right.
Yeah, Pacific Theater I think was leaked, right? Oh, they
I
did
didn't even know
the.
that.
Hold on, they did the shit. Where is it? Where's the fucking sound clip?
They did the F1 Grand thing.
Yeah, where is it? Here you go. I have a stream sound clip for that.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games. Because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Oh!
Since Battlefield began, the Pacific Theater has been part of its DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the conflict. By capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite, we're bringing you the Pacific realized with today's capabilities and technology. Take part in the US invasions as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new
And this is pretty cool that they have like this ultimate style of
yeah, I think so too.
expanded arsenal to bring your
Battlefield 2 or World War II shit.
Yeah.
How it will evolve Battlefield 5 later in the year.
Again, all I want is more Battlefield 1943 shit.
I have a video I actually want to play
Okay,
when we get to the break.
you went on like a bunch of like research
Break will only be
trips.
3
Let's
minutes,
find out
but I
more
guess
about
we're
that.
done after this.
No, it's 30 seconds. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hard work. I know it's amazing how many people are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii in January in Stockholm. So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team putting in that work.
Oh yeah, taking one.
But obviously, I mean, that's the big new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back, New Theater of War in the Pacific. I mean, this is a homecoming for Lars. I mean, not Iwo Jima itself, but the development of it.
My childhood.
Where the beard come from?
Yeah, 1,000 yards. Yeah.
No, but jokes aside, it's you know, having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, you know, the Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up. When do you go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943. We've been there before, but
yeah, 44.
This is in a new way.
And I think the great thing, I mean, we hear a lot from the community, and I know, you know, we have these discussions. We've got, where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And you know, getting to sit here in LA today and tell everybody that it's coming. Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific Chapter 5.
But how free is it?
Some ones I think people are going to be really happy with what they're going to see, and I just say it's something that you can hear from the ping in the trailer. Some iconic weapons and things as well.
Mike Garand.
Yeah, everyone gets hard on for that
Living
gun.
for the ping. So I mean, we wouldn't go to Iwo Jima without kind of the weaponry and the hardware. So bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets, and also after all it's battlefields. Of course, there will be a new set of vehicles, and we want to take that extra step and kind of start giving you the boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the team has focused hard on capturing kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war, so capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious war.
Oh, what was it? Parcel Storm? V2?
Oh, I love that map. Especially the part where the levolution doesn't work in the 360. That was great.
Oh, Operation Console Breaker.
We did some dumb shit in that game, man.
Because honestly, there was quite a lot. So, do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Hang on, back of the balcony, if I...
Yeah, go on, get up there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with Al Sundan on June 27th, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new Theatre of War to Battlefield 5 The Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community asked for. An increase in max rank from 50 to 500.
50 to 500, yeah, let's just add a 0 at the end.
Today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. I guess you can probably stay down here with on the adults table or whatever.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield show.
Yeah, I'm Julia Hardy.
Pretty sweet, dude.
And if you're in the Los Angeles area, be sure to come
Yeah, it's alright.
Actually, pretty good. EA Play. Goodbye.
For what it's worth, they know how to show stuff off for Battlefield 5. The real problem is everything you see on the stream at the bottom. That's I can't let them live that one down. Sorry, that was a little overkill. All right, but anyway, it's time to watch some wholesome content on my stream. Yeah, pretty sweet. It's a 30-second video. Don't worry. Here we go. Ready? This is some healing right here. All right. Shh. It's awesome. Slowly. That's where I got the sound clip from, everybody. Now you know. That's legit where I got the sound clip from.
That's so good.
That sound is the most... That sound is truly the best thing to come from Warfare. Everything else is pretty bad. But that sound is so nice. It's so aesthetic. And honestly, they know it in World War II because they played it when you leveled up and stuff. So... not that I played the game, of course. I know, it is what it is. But that, you know what? Here we go. Let's go back a little bit here. Let me make sure that for the video, where is it? Here we go.
I kind of want more Apex news. Like, I feel like I'm not...
How do I do this?
I did miss the entire stream, so don't get me wrong.
Stop studio mode. There we go. We're gonna get this.
But I want to know, like, Apex Legends map.
There you go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is Spray and Pray ASMR. Can we slow the video down? There you go. Half speed. I love it. This video is worth every fucking view that it has. I'm not even kidding. Alright, let's go back. Let's fix this. That shit is so good. It sounds so good. I love it. It is the best sound clip. I knew it as soon as I heard the whole... I combo it with the male fantasy thing. Do you remember the... What was it? The BuzzFeed or whatever? I wrote a blog post. Actually, let's just find the fucking video. We're on break. Male fantasy. There you go.
I wrote a blog.
I actually don't know the original to it.
Oh, well, I'm about to play it.
What would she say that to?
She was playing some fucking game. I'm not gonna fix the shit again. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it real quick. She was playing some video game, and she's like, "This is why I fucking hate video." It's literally the fucking meme. This became a meme like overnight.
So I'll go about why I fucking hate video games because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Horrible fucking shit. Yeah, driving simulator. This is the male fantasy. I love this video. This is haram content.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I fucking hate video games because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Alright guys, I'm gonna check up on my potato farm.
Oh god. Turn it
on. Oh yes! Yes! It's all grown! Oh my god!
The male fantasy, dude. It's toxic. Growing potatoes in Minecraft.
Oh my god.
Because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
I still don't know the original.
I don't know. We're never gonna find the original because here we go. Triggered Feminist plays GTA 5. I think this is it.
With the gaming scene, but let's face it.
Let's see. Does someone have a timestamp for what we're really looking for? These comments are ridiculous. I don't want to show that. I don't want to show the comments. Here we go. I think I found it. I think she's playing GTA.
Of course, that's the first thing you would say, isn't it?
No, this is someone commenting about. I'll never find it. I mean, maybe the name should have given it away. It's literally called Triggered Feminists Play GTA. I'm never gonna find the original. You can't find it anymore. BuzzFeed, what did you do? You made a living meme. BuzzFeed.
Oh, was it GTA?
I guess it was. Yeah, it was.
Was it BuzzFeed?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm like 80% sure it was BuzzFeed because the comments said it. I'll never find it though. But you know what? Maybe it's for the best I don't play it on stream like this. I don't know. Maybe we made out. We got to see a dude flip out about his potato crop, and yeah. I combo with that with the M1 Garand for sound effects. I got other good ones. I got iDubbbz. I got R. Kelly, as everyone knows.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
I can't.
Yeah, kill me.
Robert. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
You look at that straight out of... Oh, I thought that was a straight out of Compton shirt. I was about to say.
You don't want to believe it.
I was legit gonna say this dude's wearing a straight out of Compton.
He's asking about more content for the new trilogy.
You mean the sequel trilogy? Oh, I'm glad I have it muted. That's
the video was taken down. The
goodbye. They couldn't handle it. It was too late. They broke the 7th seal and they just could no longer handle it.
They caused the 3rd impact and couldn't live with that weight on their shoulders.
They were like, "Fuck that! We are not dealing with this. It's too late. You put it up."
Like whenever you fucking look up BuzzFeed and GTA, right? BuzzFeed.
Oh my God. That's it. That's all you're gonna see, dude.
Right?
I think I'm gonna go. I'm not interested in the rest.
You see, like,
yeah, no, I don't blame you, dude. It's
BuzzFeed multiplayer. You see, Ife Noirway playing BuzzFeed, playing GTA, and like all these other like professionals play GTA. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Take it easy, Max. I honestly think I'm gonna clock out for the Sims, to be honest, because I have literally nothing to contribute to the Sims. At least with sports, I can kind of be. Yeah, I don't. So I think at 3 p.m. we'll adjourn for the day. Tomorrow's
I'm literally
Microsoft.
only looking for Madden. I'm still gonna see the Sims, but I'm only looking for Madden at this point.
Yeah, you're the Madden boy. Adam is the FIFA guy. So at least I have two people here who are reasonably familiar with these games, because I did not play any of these fucking games growing up. I played one NBA Live, and that was it. I think it was NBA Live 2K2 for the PS1.
No, you had to have at least played NBA Street.
I think I did. I own it now because Mario's in
NBA
it.
Street 2 is so good.
There's that one video where Mario, some dude was demoing it, and he was showing like some really good team just destroy Nintendo. And the comments are like, gaming in the 2000s was amazing.
It was so good. It was so good. Gaming in the 2000s was fucking godlike.
Dude, where's Time Splitters? THQ Nordic, legit. Can you throw us all a huge bone and like?
Yo,
make
honestly,
Time
I could see it. I honestly think they can. I honestly think that if anybody would pull it off, it'd be them.
Like, don't cancel Time Splitters Rewind. Either adopt it or just be like, yeah, you guys do whatever you want. We're gonna make Time Splitters for it. They'd be the heroes. All right, but here we go. Once more.
Contains
FIFA.
flashing images. Bleep, bleep, bleep. FIFA.
Throwing flashbangs and shit, dude.
I'd say something really bad right now, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, yes, please. Please contain it. When we're off stream, hit me up. I might be an affiliate in a week, damn it.
What's going on, FIFA fans? I'm Golden Boy coming.
Do they have Pele again?
From the Volta pitch here at EA Play. Now,
Yo, they upgraded the fucking ball pit. It's a soccer field now.
that was FIFA 19. Today we're here to talk about FIFA 20.
Are they actually gonna play a game or something? Or
No, this is purely background shit.
Volta football is a new way to play, returning
Yo, that guy on the left.
to the street. FIFA to the streets. You like that? All right, now for those of you who missed it, let's take a look. Give me a pass.
Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty
ball.
clean. Yeah, that was pretty clean. He was. Wait, what the fuck? That was some dude's haircut?
happening?
Yo, you need to execute your barber if he hits you with that shit. Yo, fam, give me the new
That's what I'm
fade.
saying.
Give me the new fade, fam. Nope. Hit me with that Serena Williams shit. Nah, I don't know. I'm being stupid. That is fucking hilarious. I thought it was a tennis ball too for a second. I'm like, this is not football.
Yo, is this like FIFA Street except not on?
Yeah, it is.
Not FIFA Street. Cause that'd be pretty tight.
Can we like murder people? Like push them on the fucking concrete and shit?
Can I jump off the wall? So far, this just seems to be a music video, not gameplay.
I don't know, man. Maybe this is the real life engine.
Yeah, you would. Volta football? Is this like a new? What? What?
No, I think it's
Why
I think it's a part of it. Well, let's see. Let's see.
Sam Rivera, the lead producer at FIFA 20, about some of the new gameplay features
This Fate Spawn
that are
gonna
going to be
be-
coming to FIFA 20. But first,
No.
we go
The
across
fuck?
the pond. Last week, singer-songwriter
Yo, look at
and
that guy.
footballer Chelsea Grimes caught up with some special
Oh my God! What is he doing?
on Volta football and the culture that inspired it. Check it out.
Okay, those people on the left are on a completely different level. That is actually interesting as shit. I like that. That was cool. All right, let me actually get back to it.
Volta producer Jeff Antwi and Manchester United and England legend Rio Ferdinand to talk about a subject close to my heart, street football.
All right, so is it gonna be a part of the game though? Like, I don't understand. Like,
Yo, they took a page
this
from
is street football.
NBA
Is that
Live.
Denzel Washington?
We're here in London, your hometown. Cage football, street football. What was your memories and experiences growing up? Did you play a lot of it?
This is where I grew up. This is exactly
Nah,
what I've done day in, day out. In there, the ball never goes out of play. Physically, it's demanding. You're forced to almost have a personality and show a personality in there. Do you know what I mean? The
There's
demands.
definitely no hiding in there,
Oh,
is
no,
there?
you can't hide in there.
So I used to play in the street with all the boys, and it was kind of the same. We'd learn how to bounce it off the curb and use the walls on people's houses as another player. What was it for you that made you want to bring it even into the game?
For us, it's a return to street football for the FIFA franchise, and we're really excited about being able to, be in places like this, where it's rooted in the real people, the real places. Authenticity, creativity, culture are all things that we wanted to bring to Volta.
Look at the fast forward.
Yeah, the footwork is amazing. That's what you can do in Volta, though. So that's part of the detail in the gameplay. So you can do.
I'm not gonna lie, if they added a whole separate mode like this, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll never play this game, but
I feel like it should be like respected into its own genre, not genre, but like its own game.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good point. But I think they want to save money, I guess.
Being FIFA, we want to make sure that authenticity is at the forefront. And so you can play with.
Is this Pakistan or the UK? Twitch chat, you never disappoint. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Spurs in this London cage.
Man United versus Liverpool.
United versus Liverpool.
Old content.
I've played on loads of different places. Where is there to play on the game? So obviously with Volta, it's the world's game, and there's so many locations that you can play with, from a rooftop in Tokyo to a London cage like this, or even an underpass in Amsterdam. So we want to make sure that what we're building is real to the space, real to the people. Well, where's the craziest place you play football?
I was actually in a camp in LA, and I played a bit of soccer there, which I've never played it there before. The pitches are a lot nicer than when I grew up playing Liverpool. What about you, Rio?
Maybe in a favela in Brazil. I went to the World Cup in Brazil. My first one I did as a pundit. I managed to go into the favelas and have a little look. Crazy, man. And amongst that was just like a pitch in the middle of it in a cage. A bit like here, but it's just different setting. What type of football?
A rooftop in Tokyo is relatable.
So you just play with it. 3v3. Fine if it was.
My vision is blurring. Holy shit.
That's Volta. Being able to play 3v3, 4v4, 5v5.
America and soccer. Stop! I hate Twitch chat.
Playing futsal, with more authentic tools. I think Volta does a really good job of representing the diversity of the game, not only the people, but also in the game style. You can treat the ball like your teammate, pass it to yourself, or you can be really skillful with the ball, like these guys are being.
Oh, Twitch chat, you expected them to talk about the game anytime soon?
Are you kidding me?
They only have like 2 minutes to talk.
You don't remember where Pele talked for like 10 fucking minutes and completely derailed it?
Look, here's the thing about fucking sports games. There's really not much to talk about because you've already seen the gameplay for the past 20 years.
It's just updates.
In front of thousands of times, Steve, you're going to have to deal with someone 1v1 like this.
Bless their hearts, man.
So you're getting used to that in this type of environment is, I think, for a young player, is key.
Having a personality, not being afraid to try something new here. And obviously,
personality.
You can go and put it onto the
Oh, don't do it too, Adam. Come on, it's a nice accent.
I think definitely the word that key.
I actually like it. I think it's a good
You
accent.
can express yourself.
I don't.
You see the best in everyone, individually, as a team. Street football is, for a lot of people, it's foundational, and it translates to.
His American accent is so fucking jarring. I honestly don't like it.
Built the gameplay experience, and so we're really excited about what we can.
Like if you're gonna be EU about it, then be EU about it.
Style that you guys just talked about. I think a lot of people
Well, technically, it won't be EU for much longer. If they ever actually, do what people voted for. Anyway,
vote for this shit now.
Anyway,
just like, should we actually leave? Like,
anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. I just thought that was a pretty fucking good joke. That was low hanging fruit.
No, it was.
I'm not gonna lie, tricks like that are fucking hype, dude.
Being able to establish the culture that is street football through clothing, through how you look, your personal style.
What are you talking about? You can what?
No tattoos.
You can have customization. That's
It's
all
like
you
a
need
Tony
to say.
Hawk
You don't
game.
need to fucking long win that shit. Yeah.
No, you know what? It's he's approaching it from the other side, not from the the goddamn Twitch chat. For a chat that's so asleep, they're posting a lot though.
Just being able to represent the people.
Can you be naked?
We want it to be authentic. We want it to be diverse. We want it to be cultural and creative, and a lot of that is, you know, how you equip yourself, and how you carry yourself, and how you represent yourself in the game.
Jeff, thank you so much. Rio, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to play Volta, so I'll see you in the cage.
Well, there you have it. Volta football, pretty cool stuff there. Now, I can't wait to get my hands on it later this summer, but to talk to us about the exciting new gameplay updates and innovations that are going to be coming to FIFA 20, we have FIFA lead gameplay producer Sam Rivera here standing by. Sam, welcome.
Thanks, Alex. It's great.
Let's give it up. Give it up for Sam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Make that crowd work.
My friend, now, here's the deal. I knew this coming into this. When they asked me to do this gig, I was like, listen, it's going to be a tricky one, right? Because FIFA has a very passionate community. I know this. I experienced this firsthand when I hosted that FUT Champions Cup. And you and I, we talked a lot about how important it's been for you to engage with the audience, with the fans, with the community on FIFA 20's development. So why don't we dive into that? Tell me about that process and how the community played a role in making this game a reality.
Absolutely. Community feedback is a big deal for us. The combination of community feedback and football itself is what inspires us.
Let me mute my mic really quickly because I'm about to pour batteries in a container.
And fun experience we can. And we know we have a big community. So this year we actually talked to over 3,000 players. From pro players to new players, casual players, hardcore players. And because we know this is a two-way conversation, we released an important pitch notes article at the end of May where we explain a little bit more about how we approach community feedback. So we listen to things like shooting inconsistencies or AI defending. And this feedback, together with our drive to create a more authentic football experience, led us to develop a new feature set that comes together as football intelligence.
Okay, all right, so catchphrases are all well and good, right? But let's dive into this, right? Because I want to be able to dive deeper into what all this means for the player. What does football intelligence mean for the folks that are going to be playing in a few months?
Sure, football intelligence is a combination of features that improve the three main components of the match: on the ball, off the ball, and the ball itself. And this year we're innovating in those three areas. On the ball, we're enhancing one-on-one moments by giving you new attacking and defending tools.
He's going through step by
Off the ball,
step.
with a re-architected game flow, we're giving players more time and space on the ball.
On the ball.
And for the ball itself, we have a brand new ball physics system that elevates the authenticity on every touch.
Okay, so you mentioned off the ball first. That's something
really
that,
like playing with our ball.
I'm assuming you're talking about computer control players there. And this is a big topic.
Look, man, he offered low-hanging fruit. I had to go for it.
When you're playing the game. So, yeah, I mean, what is off the ball? What does that
You okay,
mean
Malcolm?
for us?
Yes,
No,
so
I'm
off
not.
the
I'm
ball,
dying,
there's
and I'm
something
hungry,
that is
too.
really going to change how the game plays is the re-architected game flow. This new game flow was designed to give more time and space to the dribbler and create more one-on-ones. A one-on-one is one of the most interesting parts of football to watch or to play if you actually play the sport. And in FIFA, it's going to be
Also
a time where user skill is going to make a difference. And
Dude, I feel like if I ever
more
played
one-on-ones,
football,
we're
like
also
back when I
encouraging more
used to, I'd fucking
user-controlled
legit
defending,
die.
and we are
I'm not that
reducing
agile
the
anymore.
amount of AI defensive support
I was good
that
at
we get
baseball.
from
That's
your
what I was good at.
Okay, all right. So you really want to like.
I like playing
influence players
outfield.
to be engaged in that
And
process.
pray nothing comes to me.
Yeah, and I know it seems like we're kind of just like throwing questions out here, but you know, because I'm curious, I'm really interested, right? When I have a controller in my hand, you know, what does this feel like? You know, what extra space is being created with this more player-controlled approach?
Yes, first of all, the re-architected game flow allows us to encourage smart technical build-up based on skill. So when you score a goal, you feel like you really worked for it. And because you mentioned space, yes, spacing is actually one of the biggest benefits of this system. You will see how your teammates spread around the pitch in a more authentic way, allowing you to read the game better and also giving you new ways for you to create your own scoring chances. And visually, just the game looks much more like real football.
Yeah, so my teammates are going to be way more helpful for me because Lord knows I need that, all right? Which I think, you know, a lot of us feel the struggle there. But now, what about the player, me, right? As I'm playing this game, what new tools do I have that I can put out there on the pitch?
Yes, so football is all about the decisive moments on the ball. And now that we're encouraging those moments, we're also giving players the tools to make sure those moments are in their control. Okay. There's 4 features that I want to talk about: composed finishing, strafe dribbling, control
We're the
tackling,
pro
and then
clubs.
penalty kicks and free kicks.
All right, so 4 big topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They should show some gameplay now that we're actually into talking about it.
From the community regarding the difficulty to finish in front of goal.
But I think this is also just going to be downhill from here, to be honest.
You're going to experience more clinical and consistent shooting when you're in a one-on-one with the keeper, for example. And if you try a more difficult shot, let's say
I mean, it all boils down to the fact that they just have nothing.
Then you're going to have more chances.
This is all they had.
So overall, we are improving the fundamentals of shooting to provide a more authentic experience. And we also listen to feedback about time finishing. And we are very confident that the changes that I just mentioned to the fundamentals of shooting, in addition to some tweaks that we're doing to the actual time finishing mechanic, are going to give you a more satisfying shooting experience, whether you time your shot or not. We are actually just releasing another Pitch Notes article about this topic. If you want to know more information, you can check it online.
Okay, so a whole topic just on this alone, which is very dedicated there. Now, you also mentioned another attacking tool, which was strafe dribbling. Yeah. So how is this now going to play a role in how I play out there?
Good question. So we are reinventing the strafe dribbling mechanic.
Okay.
This tool adds more dimension in attack, giving you more control, more precise and agile control of the ball when dribbling. And I would say this tool is great to lure your opponent in, and then when he's getting closer, use your player's agility, speed, and skill to beat that defender.
So if it wasn't any indication, though, you know, I'm going to be on defense quite a bit. So, because of that, as a defender now,
I like this guy. Golden Boy's pretty cool.
Gameplay additions.
Yeah.
What about on the defensive front?
Yes, to counter the attacking tools, we also need to bring some.
Oh look, Anthem! Anthem!
Defending.
In the back!
The new control tackling system.
Wait, what? They had Anthem there?
They had an Anthem billboard.
From last year is going to
Oh my god.
Cocked.
I see it. I see it.
Often than ever, when you tackle
Oh, mega cockatry.
Okay, and then the most
God damn.
nerve-wracking moment.
We swear, we still like this game.
This game is going to be up a long time, guys.
Penalty kicks. What changes are you making to penalty kicks?
We have brand new penalty kicks and free kick systems.
Okay.
So first of all, the aiming mechanics are completely.
Oh my god, Chrome just force quit.
But obviously, we're keeping some elements of skill in there to make sure there's enough depth in the mechanics.
That usually doesn't happen.
Masters on those systems. And for example, in free kicks, you're going to have full control of the spin that you apply to the ball, and that's going to create your trajectory. So you can do side spin, top spin, no spin, or a combination of them. And that's going to be based on how you swing your right stick. And then you will see the trajectory. So you can go around the wall, you can go over the wall, you can do a knuckle shot, for example. Ultimately, these systems are more they're more fun, but you have more control, so that you feel like it's more rewarding. And you swing your right stick, and then you see the trajectory being created, and that's the cool part.
So you know, for like us FPS gamers out there, maybe that's something that I can actually be good at. You know, like
exactly
with the right stick. That's awesome. All right, so on the ball, talked off the ball, but the ball. That is the most essential part of the beautiful game. So what's new with the ball?
We have a brand new ball physics system. And the ball is at the center of every match, and the innovation that we're bringing to the ball this year just gives you a more authentic experience in general.
Yeah.
So we rewrote how the ball behaves on every player contact, on every bounce, on every interaction, and how spin affects the trajectory of a shot, pass, or cross.
Okay, I just rebooted the stuff I need for right.
More realistic,
oh shit.
Realistic player deflections, more realistic bounces, and if you do a shot, let's say a finesse shot, you will see maybe more curve. If you do a lace shot, you will see a dipping trajectory, a rising trajectory.
Yes.
There's more variety in general. So the entire FIFA experience feels fresh because of this new ball physics system.
Trying to get that ball to bounce in fun ways is going to create some interesting moments, especially for a lot of our top players out there. Now, I know that a lot of fans, I'm sure, are going to be very excited to try out these new features. And since you have the eyes and ears of a ton of FIFA fans right now, the floor is yours. Anything else you want to say to this community?
Yes, so the features that I just talked about are very important, but there are many other changes that we're doing in FIFA 20, and a lot of them are based on community feedback. One of them is pace. We know that sometimes slower defenders can catch up with faster dribblers, so we're tweaking pace in FIFA 20. It doesn't mean that the entire game is going to be based on player speed, but it just means that player physical attributes are going to be slightly more important. We're doing something very similar for strength. And finally, for those players that have mastered the skill moves, we're obviously tuning some of them. Let's say La Croqueta, we're adding new ones, or if you like to chain multiple skill moves in a row, then you will get a more realistic outcome. We're working on those.
So you're telling me that Tex can't like bust out like 3 elasticals at the same time?
We're really gonna have to sit through Madden, aren't we?
Tex was so funny.
That's good. This is going. This feels longer than what I thought it would be.
Yeah, same.
I feel like I'm dying a little bit.
There's some good news.
Look, Anthem, there it is.
Subscribe to
Look.
It's like my god, there it is.
You can play this dead game, guys.
Okay, and then
fucking Cameo. Their biggest, newest IP. A fucking Cameo.
Alright, look at that there. And of course, all those details can be found online, so don't forget about that. It is a hot
What
day
did you
out
do,
here.
Anthem?
FIFA. I've been having a blast. And Sam, thank you so much, man. Guys, give it up for Sam Rivera.
Don't get me wrong, Golden Boy's cool, and obviously this guy knows his stuff and he likes it a lot, but that was a lot of talking. Adam, you know what that's like? That was like, I'm sorry, Trevor Noah, hello? Oh, God. Don't worry, I'll play my Trump sound clips. We'll make it through it.
Volta, and because we all know you want to talk about it.
Oh, wow, so we're not getting any of this until way later. If you wanted pro clubs, you could fuck off until July, dude. See you in hell, asshole. God damn. I don't have much to say about FIFA. Matt, do you play a lot of FIFA at all? They have an 11-minute break.
I don't play FIFA at all.
Adam, this is
all
all
you.
you.
Say about it. I mean, what the fuck can I say about it?
I don't know. You're the one who's played it the most out of any of us. I played like maybe 30 minutes of FIFA.
You want to know the last FIFA game I played?
14.
2016.
Okay. Better. Or, I mean, I'm just saying, dude. You're the one who is.
Listen,
you're the
man, a
expert
4-year hiatus is not too bad.
On fucking FIFA.
Well, I mean, there's nothing I can give. The only thing I can give is shitting on Anthem. I mean, that's about it. Brand new IP, millions of dollars of development.
Other than Max, I think I played the most Anthem here.
Yeah, I couldn't stomach it. Sorry, I fucking tapped out on that playthrough. I was like, what am I even really gaining? It's not funny. Called the big halfway plot twist.
No, I like the guy. I like the guy that was all up in your face.
Everyone's in your face in every cutscene, to be fair. But yeah, I mean,
no. The guy that's in your ear is like, hey, fucking do this shit, mate.
Everyone's British in video games now. It must be really weird if you're from Britain.
Because Americans are stupid, duh. When you hear an American, you're like, oh, that guy's uneducated. When you hear a Brit, it's like, oh, that guy's educated. He knows what he's talking about.
I wish I had a British partner for like doing podcasts and shit. I'd play off that dynamic so hard, dude. That would be amazing. That's high content right there. Actually, one of my stream viewers, Mr. Snowman King, so shout out to you. He's not here right now, but you know it's all good. He's from Britain, so we were talking about that. I forget what he was saying. I think he heard some of my sirens, and we were talking about. My inventory is full, by the way. I fucking hate this about A Realm Reborn. Jesus Christ. It is cool that they have this fan thing, don't get me wrong, but from the business or actual gameplay side of things, let's not get it twisted. They didn't have much.
Hold up. That little girl has a Redskins hat.
Hey, well, you know what? Get out of here.
Get out of here! Holy shit, Matt!
We've got a very special message about EA's Play to Give campaign.
My mouth.
Front and center, Redskins.
Redskins hat. Someone behind the camera's like, dude, what the fuck? We get that shit out of here, dude.
Oh my god, what is this?
We need to change that.
Wait, what happened?
Games are for everyone.
Bullied online.
Good news is
this Bully Hunters? Are you serious, EA?
No.
Okay.
We're all about bullying prevention and inclusion in games. Ditch the label, Pacer, and United Nations he for she.
This is their plug. This is their plug. Yeah, this is their plugs.
To learn more about these charities. On their websites, they have advice
The
on
Twitch chat is amazing, by the way.
Or how you can help others who are. You can also donate. Any amount you can contribute really makes a difference to these nonprofits.
With the help of Play to Give donations last year, these
Gender
charities
Field
achieved
5,
some
dude.
pretty cool things.
Big ups.
She was able to expand its message of gender inclusivity in gaming to people around the world. Ditch the Label was able to help an additional 10,000 kids who are suffering
Toxic
from
white
abuse.
males.
Pacer reached 1.4 million people with information on how to combat bullying.
Thanks so much, everyone. When we work together, we can make games a space where everyone feels safe.
I gotta say,
enjoy the rest of EA Play.
hold up, was the Madden shooting this year or last year?
Last year.
It was last year? Okay.
Yeah, that shit was pretty rough.
Because I feel like that shit.
In light of that,
hard,
yeah. In light of that, I could see why they would put that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the typical EA inclusivity plugs. Which I mean, listen, nothing wrong with it, but it's
right.
EA. You know, they're here for some shadier reasons.
Why is Trevor Noah here?
Oh no, I want to hear this. Armand missed it. Fuck. Here we go. Where's my Trump clips?
Oh,
get him out of here! Get him out. Ready? Are you ready? Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Get the hell out of here!
Fan of FIFA.
Well, I'm not a FIFA fan. FIFA's my.
And he did the wrong
job,
thing.
And then, I do
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah, when
like
you're
on
when
TV
you're
like
ready
every
for
day.
FIFA, you don't say that you're a fan.
So if you like FIFA, why are you here for?
Raheem Sterling is not a fan.
You missed it. He got here late.
For the team. I play FIFA professionally. That's what I do.
Okay.
Trevor Noah, my
that's
favorite
job.
YouTuber.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Orange Man Bad. There it is.
Orange Man Bad.
Play FIFA on the daily, and yet you have.
This guy used to be funny.
There's nighttime as well. You gotta allocate your time properly.
Okay,
that's what you do.
Trevor Noah
time
doesn't
management.
Sleep. Yeah, that is confirmed. All right, so who's your favorite team again?
Who's my favorite team?
Manchester United.
That's what Ultimate Team is all about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, really?
Come on.
Really? That's where you're going to go?
Why am I going to go and support one team when I can create the best team ever? You know?
Okay, I feel like you just don't want to draw any battle lines.
Oh, no. When it comes to
he only does that for politics, don't worry.
Liverpool through and through. You know, I'm excited for what they did. Yeah. Pain in Kiev, join now. And then, you know, when it comes to Europe, I switch and I play with different teams, you know, because I get to enjoy just the players. But in the game, my team is the team.
Okay, so then who's like your big player on your team, on your ultimate team?
It depends. It changes depending on what card comes out. So for me right now, Syria Gomez, small little man, does major things. One of my favorite players in the game. I know this is a weird one. Right back, one of my favorite players. Just like I like playing with weird characters that no one else is playing with, because everyone out there is going to be playing with. Like,
are they wrong?
I think they're wrong 100%.
Trying to play with Hullits in the middle, and it's just like, who can you play with? Alan Napoli, one of the best players you can play with in FIFA. Mark my words.
Sounds good. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Get, like, the weird players that no one else likes, and then like when you meet them with your team, they don't know who the players are. They don't know how they play, and that's what makes FIFA such an amazing game for me, is the customization.
Dude, I
all
right
talk,
now, blown away,
no
man.
action.
Very impressed. By the way, Trevor Noah, man, just dropping the knowledge out
thank
here.
You, man. Thank you,
Trevor.
It's the New York Times. They're always wrong.
I want to thank you so much for coming out to EA Play, my friend. It's been a blast.
Excited, man.
And you know.
But where's Madden? Oh my lord.
We have to have a match. I think you and we have to have a match.
Who are you again?
Okay,
I'm Trevor Noah. Who are you?
And then I will teach you FIFA.
I kind of set myself.
Golden boy, I thought you were Silver Child.
Back to you, buddy.
Oh no.
In a moment, Adam Rank is
all right, we're almost done. Just hold out, everybody.
This guy has a Mets hat. Wait, hold up. The kid with the fucking hold on.
They turned it around. Holy shit! They turned the hat around. Is that the same kid? Oh wait! It's Mega Cuck.
Thank you for coming. I can't believe you're really here. The subreddit.
I can't believe you're.
Funny Games Daily. No Anthem at EA Play. What's happening?
Of course we're going to come to EA Play. We've got a booth.
Of course we're coming.
But really the big thing for us this year is working with our influencers and game changers. We have our new
I want people to go up to him and just be like, yo, Kotaku knows.
Is really about talking to them, getting feedback.
We had Kotaku shirt in the background, to be honest.
A great game update.
Just looming.
Talk to me. It's been
I'm so mad they turned the Redskin hat around.
It's been an interesting 4 months.
Is it the same kid? I think it is.
I honestly think it is, yeah. I might be wrong.
We're inclusive, dude. I'm mad you spotted that. I would have missed it.
And then he was like, oh shit, put the kid down, turn the kid's hat around.
Get this BTS game update out. Making sure instead
oh my
of us saying,
god,
this is what we think is really exciting, just give them the game update and say, you come and tell us what are the things that you do like and the things that you don't like.
Wow.
We're really trying to pivot more into that so that we can learn more from what the players want.
That's what I found so fascinating when we were talking earlier, right? Is the fact that the public test server is there for people to get in, and you guys don't want to be like telling people what's cool. You want to start building this game with them.
Yeah, because you know, it doesn't matter what we think, it only matters what the players think. They're the
Oh, that's not how you thought developing this game. Fuck out of here, dude.
so everybody can get into the public test server.
You
know, this whole game exists because of what fucking, what's his name? What Patrick Soderlund thought was cool. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
To be fair, what he thought was cool probably helped save the game.
From
Yeah, and that's the sad part.
And is there a future of Anthem?
Oh my god! Hold on, shh. I'm sorry.
A very bright future, we hope. Look, it's kind of the same thing, you know. We've learned a lot this last few months.
You hope.
We really want to make
He
the
said
game
it.
better. We believe Anthem can be a really amazing game. We know we have some work to do, and we just want to work with the community to build it together and make it the game that everyone wants it to be.
All right. Well, thank you, Ben. Get back to work.
And by the way, when he hugged him, help me, please! I don't want to work here anymore. Help me!
Me too.
Help us! Somebody adopt us, please!
Oh my God, Malcolm.
So keep it here in EA Play.
Between that and the Redskins hat, I'm finished. I'm so glad I stuck around. I'm so fucking glad. I'm so glad. This was once in a lifetime Kekatry. Holy shit. Oh my god.
I'm gonna stick around for Sims.
Just honestly, let's just finish out. I'm gonna fucking finish out.
Finish it out.
Finish it
See
out.
what's up.
Don't worry, Sims will be boring as fuck.
Yeah.
It'll be boring as shit, but that was fucking
But
worth
at the
it.
end, they'll be like, hey.
This game is dead. Alright, here we go. There's mild language in Madden, dude. Uh-oh.
Alright.
I was begging for a clock out during FIFA, but that shit was fucking amazing.
Is Mahomes gonna be the kid?
Uh-oh. Time to have a bad year. The curse of Madden.
The Madden curse, no.
Nobody. One person applause break.
Uh-oh.
A bigger pop than Trevor Noah, but that's okay. I'm still stoked to be here live from EA Play here in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Back at the NFL
Let's
draft.
do this shit.
A ton of new features coming to Madden 20. Since then, we've been asking what you, the fans, want to see. Well, guess what? We've heard those results, and they were overwhelmingly clear. You guys
no shit.
in the game. I'm in the game. No, I'm not in the game. I'm sorry. No, we got gameplay. We are going to give you actual gameplay. That's coming up in just a moment. We'll be bringing you your first look at Madden gameplay. Once again, right now up front, we're going to do a quick recap of 5 awesome
I'm in the
features
game.
coming to Madden
Holy
20
shit.
and show
Cringe.
even more details. Let's open things up with Face of the Franchise, the brand new career campaign that allows you to create a. You can
Please
pause
clap.
That. That's cool. It's a
Please
quick
clap for me.
You will be able to create a superstar quarterback, select one of 10 D1
Oh my God.
and compete in the college football
NCAA
playoffs.
coming back?
And speaking of superstar quarterbacks, we sat down with NFL MVP and Madden 20
Cover athlete Mahomes. Yep, that's
to hear
it.
more about his superstar
Bad year.
Oh
Uh-oh, rest
my
in peace.
God. Yeah. And he was so close. He was so close last year, dude.
There's no added expectations. That's stuff that I put on myself since I was a little kid. I feel like I'm just that same guy that's been putting in
The Chiefs were fucking doing it last year, dog.
The Redskins
I'm so
hat.
tight.
Did they ever rename that team?
No, it's
So
still
it's
the
in
Redskins.
the game. So then what are they afraid
Yes.
of? They put it in their paid product, the fucking Redskins, but a little girl can't wear the hat. Feels bad. It's just so coincidental. They usher her off stage, and then when she comes back, the hat's turned around. So you can't, it's so coincidental. It's a meme. I can't prove it. I can only suspect. Especially since this is EA. I can only suspect.
Right?
Oh wow, Patrick Mahomes.
Scenario engine.
Give it up.
Playbook.
My head.
He's an
abilities.
amazing quarterback. He's living the journey that you'll be taking on in face of the franchise. And joining me right now is Madden.
What the fuck is this man wearing?
What the fuck is this? I want to get hit. I want to get hit with no UV rays. Miss me.
This is you. Yo, I'm so
Oh no! He's putting it on. Is this a Resident Evil plug? Yeah, I'm not putting that shit on, dude. Forget that shit. Fuck that. That's not happening.
Capcom, please. Yo, what if Capcom buys out of
Oh
here?
my god. Oh my god. My head hurts.
Really engaged, and we've been asking them questions. What do you want to see here at EA play? And this is the culmination. We took their feedback. We're going to talk a little bit about those things. And regarding face of the franchise, our players wanted to see an NFL draft experience, kind of like what's going on. So you'll see on one of these screens right here, what's really great is you're going into the NFL draft sequence right here. You're in the green room. You know, your player's a little bit nervous, representing the Texas Longhorns, go Horns, and hasn't finished that cheeseburger right there. So
it's still Los Angeles. The Rose Bowl from a couple of years ago, still looming large though. So be cool with that. Well, listen, don't get mad at me. Just stop Vince Young.
One white guy in the back on laughing.
So this is all awesome. I love the detail there. Once you get drafted, you're now in franchise mode and all that stuff. And I hear the Pro Bowl is coming back too. What else should Madden fans know?
Yeah, so it's really cool. The Pro Bowl is back in Madden 20. When you're going to go ahead and install the game, you're going to be able to play the Pro Bowl, get your hands on those Superstar X Factors, play with them a little bit. But our franchise players are wanting to see more about the scenario engine, and we're going to show a little bit about that. Now, the scenario engine, what it does, it brings dynamic quests, kind of dynamic challenges into the game that help you improve your player and their ratings.
God, the Fate I Need still has not spawned in like the last hour. This has been awful.
Gameplay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about gameplay.
Is there a blog where they can check all that stuff out too?
Yes, there is. We've written quite a few blogs. We have.
Why do you need a Fate?
For the Zodiac weapon I'm
we also
doing.
have a franchise.
You have to complete Fates. Yeah, never do this. This is awful.
Okay, for all the play callers and armchair coaches, what else can they look forward to?
You know,
armchair
like
coaches.
Real estate, it's like location, location, location. People want playbooks. Now this year in Madden 20, we're having RPOs coming into the game, which are run pass options, which is great. But not just that, but our players have been asking for new formations. So right here we have out of the Raiders playbook a unique formation, which is actually called double, single back double off close. And what's great about this is a PA sweep play we've got going on right here, which is absolutely great. Our players are excited about that, but what I'm excited about is that throughout the course of the season, we're going to go ahead and evolve those playbooks, and as things happen in the NFL, we're going to bring that stuff to the NFL.
Yeah, I see the one Derek Carr fan out there was very excited to see that Raiders playbook. And I know that we've got a lot of, two Raiders fans. Wear a jersey next time. I can't identify you without it. It's okay. Listen, I'm talking to Israel though. Here's the thing. We've got a lot of Madden Ultimate Team fans in the house. Am I right? Yeah, right? Awesome. They want to know more about the content that you're going to be bringing to the table. Tell us a little bit more about those Ultimate missions.
Yeah, so Ultimate missions are great. A lot of times our Madden Ultimate Team players, when they log into the game, they're always trying to find the most up-to-date content. So one of the things this year that we're trying to do is provide them kind of a guide, an information hub, so then when they log in, they're not spending all that time looking in different areas. They can get the player items that they want for their team to make the best squad possible. Hey, I heard that. So one of the things that's absolutely great, let's say Khalil Mack has an amazing game on Sunday. You know, you log into Madden, you log into Madden Ultimate Team, you want to be able to find it. So basically, we're going to go ahead and provide you that information guide, that step-by-step process, so you can get that item on your team.
Now, the Khalil Mack fan sitting here loves hearing that. The guys, the two Raider fans over here, not so much, whatever. We appreciate what you guys, I know, talk about the Rose Bowl being too soon. Yeah, we love the Raiders. I love John.
The Raiders.
Now, the
Goose Raiders
is the Superstar X Factor abilities. These make the superstars, play like superstars. And you're going to give us a little bit of a reveal on some of these abilities?
You're playing as anything other than Tom Brady. You're kidding yourself.
Talk about these Superstar X Factors. The first one we're going to reveal is Alvin Kamara, which
is
in-zone abilities. He also has superstar abilities, and we're going to go ahead and take a look right here. What's cool about his zone ability is called Satellite. You've heard of Satellite, Baxter.
I know what it is.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I mean, these guys are...
Explain it for everybody else.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I mean, you guys have seen the tape. Out of the backfield, Kamara's a deep threat as a wide receiver, as a receiver. It's crazy. He's absolutely amazing out of the backfield, but he also has superstar abilities. So those superstar abilities are matchup nightmare. So basically, you're going to go ahead and have better opportunities to go ahead and catch the ball against linebackers and DBs, and also better route running. I mean, he's absolute beast. And he also has running back apprentice. What running back apprentice actually does for him is that it allows him to have 4 additional hot routes anytime and free play adjustments.
Love that. Now, listen, everybody who knows me knows I'm kind of a dumb guy. So can you explain the difference between zone abilities and superstar abilities?
Yeah, so for zone abilities, we talked about satellite. So what's going to happen is in games, you're going to go ahead and get some in-game objectives on how to go ahead and get your player in the zone. And, you know, Clint's going to talk a little bit here about how you're going to be able to knock them out of the zone. But the thing is that superstar abilities, what that's going to allow you to do is that they're always available, they're always on, and not just that, but it brings like a unique, authentic feel to that specific player. So with Kamara, one of the things that we were actually showing right there,
yeah,
is
we're
that
at cruising
it's going to allow
altitude.
him to go ahead and do some amazing things out of the backfield.
It's just another level of authenticity. It's whatever.
Totally. I mean, our players have been asking us for a long time. They want the players to feel like NFL superstars when they're on the field, and we want to give that to them.
Okay, now to help us get even more down and dirty and some of those details on X Factor abilities, I want everybody right now, this is serious. Put your hands together, because joining us here on the stage here in just a moment is one of the best wide receivers on the planet.
Pele?
Pittsburgh Steelers from the University of Southern California. A hardcore Madden fan. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way in the back, give it up for Juju Smith-Schuster.
I have no clue who this is.
Schuster, he's a.
I mean, again, I don't watch football, so I guess I wouldn't know anyway. So.
There it is. The crowd loves Juju, right?
Yeah.
Juju. You guys, oh my goodness. You know what? Thank you so much for coming out. We always appreciate you taking the time and
you know what?
interacting with the community.
That's pretty good.
How are you enjoying your time here at EA Play?
I'm loving it. It's awesome. It's a blessing to be here. You see the fans, the Stoller fans.
Look at that.
I was here.
Yeah, no, that would be
and,
cool as fuck,
it was an
dude.
amazing setup. And to come back again, no question. And you know, when I heard about Madden 20, and I heard about Pat Mahomes being on the cover and that whole X Factor thing, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Now you had a monster year once again. You know, you're obviously one of the best players in the league. Kind of go through the thought process when you're on the field, you're in zone, you see single coverage. What do you think?
When I see that one-on-one, it's the opportunity of me getting the ball. You know, knowing that the defense is coming and the quarterback can put the ball a lot faster. And all I can think in my head is like, catch the ball, get yak yards, score touchdowns, celebrations, and pretty much in my head, I'm just like, wow, like, let's make a play, big plays.
Did you make big play? What you had a 97-yard reception, or did you have two?
Yeah, two.
Oh, you had two of them. That's right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sell you short. Now, in addition to getting all those yak yards, you're also known for wrestling away those jump balls. So it's no surprise to me that your zone ability is double me. Is it cool if we take a look?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, so what you guys are going to see right here with Juju, like Juju said, once he gets in that single coverage and he is in the zone, there is no stopping him. The only way that you're going to be able to stop him is to go ahead and double cover.
That's pretty hype.
And at the end of the day,
they gave him a good ability.
If you want to stop Juju,
Yeah.
you got to double cover.
I actually kind of like that.
Stop him. Let's just put that out there right now. What did you think?
Because now competitively, you have to look at who
that's definitely something
abilities that they have.
Doing, you know,
Yeah. So someone who might not have the best stats can have a good ability to compensate.
Use it in the game.
Right.
And are you ready to check it out? Are you excited?
Definitely adds a new layer of balancing. I don't like how they're presenting it. I'm falling asleep, and I had coffee.
You and Agent K can go try it out. Agent K, is there any way that our fans at home can maybe try this out as well?
Well, you know, I think a lot of people that are here are going to get a chance to go ahead and check out our
closed open beta.
Our closed beta that's going to be happening for Madden 20. It's going to be happening on June 14th to the 16th. But I believe over at the Madden booth, we're giving out some codes. You guys may have seen it. So if you haven't checked it out, go over to the booth. There's going to be a blog up. I believe Man of the People, Z Farrells, is going to go ahead and be talking about that, putting out. Check out our social channels. All that information is there. I brought a couple of codes here for Juju. We're going to give Juju some codes as well.
There you go.
We're also going to be sharing on social channels. Check that out. A lot of great information. You want some, Adam?
You mind?
Are you sure? All right, here you go. But
There you go. Well, you did a little bit. Here you go. Have a bone.
With Juju, he's going to be giving out codes on his channel. So again, tune into our social channels. All the information there about the closed beta happening on June 14th to June 16th. But since you're here, you guys can grab it early, download it, and get ready for June 14th.
All right, thank you so much for coming.
Big ups.
Israel, Juju, go
Moderate ups. Moderate ups. Yeah, moderate ups. They didn't have a. Yeah, he's gonna give it to the fans. That's lit. That's super fucking cool, dude. He took the fucking umbrella, by the way.
I don't know that you're gonna get those back. I don't know if he's gonna. All right, well, Juju's going to go get a taste of what Madden 20 is all about, but don't go anywhere, guys, because we've got even more Madden 20 gameplay to show you right now. Because please welcome to the stage our senior gameplay designer, Clint Oldenburg. Put it together, everybody.
Just 10 more minutes, Matt. Well, more than 10, but just pretend it's 10 more minutes. It's always 10 more minutes. Just hold in, dude. We're almost to the sim.
Shit. I wish I would show more.
Nah,
like,
just talking, dude.
Gosh,
this is the gameplay. Talk no jutsu.
X-Factor abilities, but I want to dig a little bit deeper. Tell me a little bit more about how they impact gameplay.
That's a great question. I'm going to follow it with a question for you first.
Okay.
I'm trusting you to give me the right answer.
You got it.
What are some reasons you like to watch football?
I like yelling at my fantasy players.
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, you know what?
Donald abilities? Uh-oh.
Play like superstars. When you have somebody like Juju Smith-Schuster,
All talk, no action.
Exactly right. And sorry that you have to follow it, by the way.
I'm trying to think who's in the league named Donald.
It's a really hard assignment.
Trevor Noah.
Like, I know Mahomes.
Clint, hey.
Yeah.
It might stand for something. Oh no, Donald Mahomes abilities. Yeah, you're
NFL
right.
is such a star-driven league. Madden is no different. We set out with a creative vision this year to make
Donald finally uses cure on you when you need it.
So we created this ability system known as Superstar X Factors. These abilities are going to bring authentic skills that make these guys feel unique and powerful.
Oh, Aaron Donald.
So that
Aaron Donald.
game is unique and game plan differently.
He's the defensive tackle for the Rams.
Are you fucking serious? These fates are back up again? This is bullshit.
We talked about Mahomes at the start of the show. I'd love to see him go out there and do his thing if that's possible.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff to show you here with Patrick Mahomes, our cover athlete. Bazooka is his zone ability. Now, to get into the zone, you have to do an in-game objective. With Mahomes, you have to complete 4 passes.
Like, this is a huge update for Madden, and they're just like, yeah, it's a new fucking thing. They're too nonchalant with it.
We know you guys are gonna buy it. Whatever.
15 yards to
Yeah.
about 80. You can bomb the thing.
Everybody's oohing and eyeing. I mean, that's what we see on Sunday. Now, you talked about the air yards. It's got to be air yards, right? Not dump off Damian Williams.
Exactly. 4 passes of 30 yards or more. That's traveling in the air 30 yards, so the rack yards don't count.
And this all makes sense because obviously Mahomes has a hell of an arm, but can all quarterbacks make throws like that, or is this just exclusive to him?
Bazooka is exclusive to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he's got the big arm. He's on record as throwing an 83-yard pass. We may be selling him a little bit short. But this is not a gimmick ability. These things are inspired by their real-life skills that make them special.
So that's his zone ability. Does he have any others?
Yes, he also has superstar abilities. As an X Factor, one of our better X Factors, he has a zone ability and then superstar abilities. We're going to break down his loadout here, right here. We got Escape Artist first. As everyone knows, he's a dual-threat quarterback. Escape Artist gives him elite agility and speed when scrambling on passing plays. Looks like Mahomes, right?
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately.
I mean, that's what he does. And then Dashing Deadeye gives him perfect passing accuracy when throwing on the run. So it's a nice little combo there. Perfect passing accuracy is the best accuracy you can have in our game.
And then here's the red zone.
Yeah, red zone Deadeye. If you watched him last year, you know he was deadly in the red zone. When he's inside the 20-yard line, again, perfect passing accuracy. Lastly,
Jesus,
Deadeye.
perfect.
I'm really excited about this one. He's going to have perfect accuracy. The only quarterback in the game at launch to have perfect accuracy on crossbody throws. Exclusive to him is the no-look signature Mahomes animation.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
That's exactly what he does every Sunday, and everybody gets upset about it. And this is the thing, though. I know Mahomes, I get it. He plays like a
Donald.
But come on, this is kind of a lot. Is he unbeatable? Is there? If I'm on the other side of the ball, like,
That's
what can I do to stop it?
And you must play Madden, because that's a question our players are going to want to know.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's a chess match. So just like in the NFL, the way to shut down a high-powered passing game is pass rush. The defense is going to have knockout conditions when these guys are in the zone. You're going to see here Mahomes with his X-Factor icon.
You think anyone ever put buffalo wings on a burger? Like the meat?
In this game, sack Mahomes,
oh, I'm sure.
I'm really fucking hungry, dude. Buffalo wings and a burger.
Football conditions, it's a chess match, it's all that stuff.
They just have buffalo wings and a burger.
I can't cook now. I have a stream. This is my livelihood,
So, not ordering the food in. Come on.
That's expensive.
I know you're an offensive guy, but defense wins championships. We've seen what the offense can do. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
You know who I want to see? One of the most incredible athletes in the NFL, regardless of position, Aaron Donald. What's he all about?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron
you
Donald
can pop for Aaron
is
Donald.
Scary. Yeah, give it up for Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is scary.
I think there's more sleep emojis in the chat now than ever.
So he's reflected pretty well.
I think Adam is also fucking dead.
Okay. What makes him special is when he gets in the zone, he can actually apply pressure.
What's this anime here on this fucking?
This dude intimidates people. God damn! All right, we on some Pokemon shit.
To the quarterback. He does it while he's blocked. We're going to take a look at some of these.
Okay, please spawn the fate I need. This is ridiculous. I've been here for like an hour.
There was the pressure penalty applied to the quarterback. Right. In addition to that, he has pass rush elite. That's a superstar ability that gives him quicker, faster pass rush shed moves as a pass rusher. And then under pressure makes those penalties he's applying to the throw power and throw accuracy of the quarterback more punitive. So he's quite a disruptive pass rusher.
Because that's one of the things, too. It's not necessarily, especially with somebody who's playing defensive tackle, it's not somebody who's always going out there and getting sacks. It's guys who are going out there and also getting pressure up the middle, pushing offensive linemen into the face of the quarterback.
Yeah, it lends itself to more strategy in the game. You got to know who you're playing against. You got to know who you're playing with. Like I said, it's a chess match out there. And then one important note here with all the passing abilities, you said Mahomes seemed really powerful. Putting pressure on the quarterback is going to be the direct counter to a lot of those abilities.
And that takes them off their game, and that takes them off the X factor and everything like that.
Absolutely.
So it's good to have those guys. One of the cool things too that I've noticed when you're watching all the play and all that stuff going on is that you've worked really hard to bring these guys' unique abilities to life and put their personalities out there. And that includes some custom animations. So what are some of the examples of these custom animations?
Yeah, these are super cool. We didn't want our superstars to just feel great. We want them to look great too. The first place is quarterback, cover athlete Patrick Mahomes. We went out and captured these guys' signature passing animations. We have coverage for about 6 to 7 of the most popular quarterbacks in the game. We're going to continue to add to these throughout the year. Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Release, Drew Brees, he's always
if you're a big Madden
fan.
fan.
It extends beyond quarterbacks. Everyone knows
at least we get to see some gameplay.
Getting the team in the zone. These animations, celebrations, throw styles, it's to connect with your favorite players, connect with your superstars on the field.
Well, you saw it. Like, why when we saw the thing with Ezekiel Elliott, somebody who's a Cowboys fan or just likes watching him play, that they can identify with. They start cheering and they like seeing that kind of stuff. I don't like seeing Aaron Rodgers leave his feet and throw the ball 90 yards down the field. But whatever, we don't have to get into that, Khalil Mack.
That's all right.
But you know what? We've talked a lot about the new features. What about player mechanics? Because as a player, what are like some of the tools in my toolbox, so to speak?
Nailed it with the toolbox.
Right, it is. It's kind of what it is.
Yeah, we're always looking at ways to add new mechanics to the game, give our players more control. There's 2 that we want to go over today, and they're both for the quarterback. The first is the new scramble mechanic or pull down mechanic. What this does is give you the ability on a passing play to pull down the passing icons with a button press, become a ball carrier.
Oh, that's tight.
Spin moves, jukes, ball
that's big.
Moves, and then you can bring back your icons again with the same button press and throw it at any time. Makes any quarterback a dual threat, brings some skill. Here with
there's a pump fake mechanic.
You can now pump fake to a specific receiver.
Yeah, he literally just said it.
You're gonna see the reticle come up to get guys to bite on it.
You called it, dude.
Really, there's way more mechanics to the fucking game. It feels like an actual game again.
Yeah, they actually changed stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that never was in.
Again, the presentation is lacking.
Absolutely.
Literally selling yourself short based on how you're delivering it.
Right. Like, it's an actual game now. Like, the whole thing about EA and their sports franchises that, and like 2K as well, is that it's all just like bullshit for the simulation. Like, oh, you want to feel like you're a
yeah, like we know that.
This is a video game, man.
You can say it once and then move on. You know what it's kind of like? You guys are kind of like 14 fans and WoW fans. Like, you know the shit. Like, let's get to the big meat, like, let's see what the big changes are. Because that's a big change, it seems like.
Yeah.
Giving my typical YouTuber commentary.
Because that's a whole different... it's a whole different ball game now. Like, before, it's just like you were either running the ball or you're passing. The options behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's like, you can do both. ¿Por qué no los dos?
That's a very basic
precisely.
You're calling a running play, and you're going to look at the defense is aligned in. If you think you can run the play, you just call the play, you hit nothing, you'll hand it off, and away you go. However, what's cool about those plays is you can branch out of that handoff.
Football is funny to watch. I'll give him that.
And throw it if he's open. So that's a really cool way to be creative on offense. And then there's 2 other types. The peek, more similar to a read option. You're reading a single defender on defense, looking at his behavior after the snap. If he bites on run, you can pull it out, throw to your receiver, and if he sits back on pass, you just hold the button down, hand it off to the running back, gain yards on the ground. Lastly, the read. This is more like the traditional triple option play. You're going to read 2 to 3 defenders after the snap, look at their behavior, then decide if you want to hand it off to your running back, keep it with your quarterback, or throw it to the receiver. We actually have over 200 RPO plays in our playbooks.
220. That's a lot. That is very impressive. And it sounds like you've built in a lot more flexibility. Are there any other formations or plays come to the game?
Oh yeah, you're going to see, if there's any Eagles fans in here, you're going to see something cool here in a minute. We got new animation technology as part of our RPO story, so we were able to put in a lot of these cool concepts you're seeing.
The Philly special is in the game. I love it.
Look away, Patriot fans.
On the gameplay right here.
That's
There
pretty
it is
sick.
right there. We also have
I'm not gonna lie.
touch pass concepts. You're seeing the Chiefs,
I'm gonna go
Rams,
cook
teams like that using
fucking
end
lunch
arounds. You're gonna see a lot
after
of
this, and I'll just leave it running. And I don't know.
We're gonna be updating the
My
playbook
stupid
all
fate
season
is gonna
long.
spawn too. That's what's really gonna fuck with me.
This is all amazing. Thank you so much, Clint. I
That's
cannot
really
wait
gonna twist your
for
nipples.
this game. And we've dropped a lot of awesome info here about Madden 20 here at EA Play. That's what I say once again. I'm Adam
Oh,
Rank. If
streaming
you
error.
want to know
Uh
Madden
oh. They fucked up.
channel right after this. But before we finish up, though, I've got
What is studio mode? I don't know, dude.
player ratings. They're one of the trickiest things to get right in Madden. Well, in addition to being a game designer, Clint
Enhance.
uses
Zoom
his
in.
background as a former NFL player to help make sure that those ratings are accurate. And our friends over at ESPN have helped to put together a little video to get us the scoop on the best job in the world, the Madden Ratings Adjuster. Let's roll it.
This is good.
I don't know what felt longer, this or fucking FIFA, dude.
This feels longer than FIFA.
I think this did.
And then they want to like just like slow ease in, like. Come
Dude,
on,
what are they even gonna talk about with The Sims? Didn't they kill the fucking studio that makes it?
I don't think so. No.
A 90 over.
Is Michael Vick still in the NFL?
Unsure. He was for a while. He was playing for the Falcons again. I don't remember.
Hope I can get to the 90 range. My catch rate got to go up a little bit. I can't be dropping picks on Madden. I need my speed up. Turn the notch up a little bit.
Oh shit.
Oh no, he quit.
Who does my Madden ratings?
He was.
Hey Clint, raise your hand, Clint. Yeah, I'm coming too. I'm Clint Oldenburg.
Yeah, he quit 2 years ago. Oops.
Between those new X Factor abilities, face of the franchise, and the R.
Are you for-
and all that gameplay, Madden fans have a lot to be excited
This Morbol
about.
is fucking my whole life up.
Final show of the day. It's more epic
might
than
die.
Star Wars, more extreme than Battlefield, and more competitive than Madden, FIFA, Apex Legends combined.
Really? Sims?
That's right. We're talking about the Sims.
Are you
Before we
fucking
talk
kidding me?
Simlish, the Apex Legends Watson reveal earlier has inspired me to come up with some legend ideas of my own. So I'm now joined by Apex Legend game designer Griffin D has agreed to hear my feedback. Griffin D, what makes a great legend?
So in a lot of ways it has to do with the way that they interact in the ecosystem of characters and a lot of sort of creating interesting interactions and choices for players. So a lot of it has to do with sort of the way that the legends work together as a unit rather than them individually.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really base my picks or my descriptions on that, but I can work on the fly.
All right,
Let me first off tell you about the Grabbler.
The Grabbler?
Right, the Grabbler.
I
He likes
like
to take things.
Okay.
Or he takes things.
Okay.
So he can be taking people's ammunition.
Okay.
He can take the, you put your pings up, you can take away pings.
Okay.
Is he a kidnapper, you might ask? He's not above it. He doesn't define himself.
I'm really
as a kidnapper, but he's not
confused.
above it.
So I like
He's
the name.
pitching him legend ideas.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Teammates'
This
items
is a
just
shit
appear in his
post.
inventory as his passive, and he's like, I
It's
don't
a
know where these
big
came from.
shit
It just kind of it writes itself. I
It
think.
does. It does right there, right?
Taller Gibraltar.
Taller Gibraltar. Okay.
Gibraltar,
but
2 inches tall.
2 inches
Just,
tall.
it's enough that you notice, but not enough where you're like freaked out.
I don't know if the level can support that.
I'm really I know what you're saying makes sense. It's just why? Sure. This is me trying to pitch Final Fantasy ideas. Yeah, maybe next time don't make Eureka like a 100-hour ridiculous grind.
Yeah,
Of course not.
I could see that working.
And then What about Dwayne The Rock Johnson, huh?
Are you? No. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, no, that's you just. I feel like there'd be a lot of wrestling involved.
Well, I mean, he's
gang signs in the background.
You understand The Rock. Anyway, go over there.
Okay.
Get to work on these ideas, all right? Vince said I had to just.
Yeah, get the fuck over there, you bitches. I work for DICE. Fuck you.
If it isn't Golden Boy
All right,
himself,
time for
how
Sim.
you doing? You killing it? I've gotten to see you today.
Help me!
Yeah, I know.
We're trapped here.
Whatever. Just hey, time now. You're a big deal. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. All those ideas, by the way, were freaking awful. Just want to throw it out.
Thank you.
Portillo. Except for Portillo. Portillo's a winner.
Portillo's the only thing that gets me over.
Yeah. No, everything else, you're getting buried, but Portillo, always over.
Alex, what was it like talking to Trevor Noah?
Hey, Trevor Noah is awesome. Did not expect him to be as hardcore of a FIFA fan.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong.
I respect that.
Jeb is so wrong. Jeb is so wrong.
Put a fellow wordsmith on the stage, you know?
All right, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of Trevor Noah? Let us know in the chat. I'm sure someone's looking at it. But right now, we are not done yet. Everybody get excited because we're finishing EA Play Strong with an in-depth look.
Strong?
At The Sims 4, including the world-exclusive reveal of a brand new pack. Stay tuned.
Yeah, great. They get to milk a game that's 30 seconds. I get 30, dude. Why even have a cut at that point? I can't even prep. I can't even fucking prep, dude. I'm literally roasting over here under the fucking hot sun of EA, dude. God damn. What did they do? I just wanted to go cook my fucking sirloin beef burgers and cheese, dude. God
all the
damn.
Sims fans are in the stream just saying, "Can we have Sims 5, please?"
I don't think I've ever played The Sims, and I don't feel like it would be my game anyway. I've missed nothing by not playing The Sims.
Oh, you guys are great. Welcome, Simmers, to EA Play.
Simmers? Why not call them Simoleons? Hello?
I'm very excited to talk about everyone's
Why not call them
favourite
just
game
pay
series,
pigs?
The Sims. Oh yeah. I'm Julie Hardy, and today.
And I play 14. I'm a fucking slut for Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not.
A couple of fun surprises, so
Yeah.
stay tuned.
I just gave $200 for a collector's edition.
Everybody join
Kill
me
me.
in welcoming General Manager Lindsay Pearson.
I might spend 30 for a motorcycle. I don't know.
No, please, just get the. Oh, you can't get the regalia. Oh, you're fucked.
Out, guys. So I'm super excited. I know you guys are super excited.
Yep, absolutely. I've been with The Sims a long time, and this is one of my favorite things to do, is come out and see all of you and tell you exciting things.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's going to be a big year for us. It's actually, we're celebrating 20 years of making The Sims this year.
Yeah, but they killed it like 5 years ago.
But I think this is going to be the best.
This is beyond death right now.
They killed it with Sims 4.
What have you got for us? Come on, tell us everything.
Of course. Well, it is EA Play. We couldn't come empty-handed, so we'll start with our big one first. I'll let you take that.
Absolutely. So we have the next expansion pack for The Sims 4, Sims 4 Island Living.
Let's check out that trailer.
Yeah.
Did I even update the doc for this? Sure, whatever. I've come this far. I've come this far. I might as well finish it.
Alright, this actually looks like an update though.
Yeah, honestly.
Before, all the Sims updates were literally just like
extra content
have
packs.
schools now. Yeah. This actually looks like an expansion.
Yeah, let's clean up the beach, dude. Yeah, if you're in the Twitch chat, I don't know what you're expecting at this point. It's not getting any better.
Excuse me?
She was really a mermaid. What? I'm lost. Yeah, buckle up, buckaroos.
Oh, that was so cool. And look, we're in our own little island paradise. Can I just say, I didn't know what the reveals were going to be, and I
This is beautiful.
saw this. Super weird. And obviously, you know, talking about fashion, there's a lot of island fashion there. One of the biggest things people absolutely love. What can we dressing up as? What can we look like?
Absolutely. You know, to capture that island spirit, we needed to have a lot of new outfits and capture those
Is
colors.
my outfit going to be in there? You're gonna be
Not
going,
exactly
right?
that, but
What? Why
certainly
not?
those bright colors like you're showing off there. But, you know, we really wanted to add a lot of island wear, and that stuff you can stay cool in when it's so hot.
It's true.
Yeah. And we had to bring in a lot of new fun colors and patterns, but also hairs, accessories, everything to deck out head to toe to just chill and relax on this beautiful island.
I mean, look, that's some amazing fashion right there. But what if, you know, I'm getting a little bit hot. I'm not someone who likes to dwell on a beach too much. Yeah, what if I want to go in the water? What's going to be happening there?
So we're very excited. So for the first time in The Sims 4, our Sims are going to be able to walk right into the open water, and we're opening up open water gameplay.
Teasing the water.
Yeah,
at this point, it's there.
I mean, like you saw in the trailer, she walks right in. Our Sims are going to be able to do that, and you can snorkel in the water. There's swimming, floating, and there's also those pretty awesome aqua zips.
Yeah.
You're in a hurry to get where you're going.
So, what inspired you guys to introduce this kind of ocean gameplay this time?
Yeah, when is Sims gonna be in the Frostbite engine?
Never. They're not doing anything with this game. This will be here 2 E3s from now,
Sims
same as
5
before.
Frostbite engine.
This shit is not going anywhere. I hope you like it. Honestly. Like, I'm not even trying to meme right now.
Palm trees, ocean waves, relaxing on the beach. So, like, tell me more about this world. What can I actually do in it?
Yeah, so the island of Sulani will have all of those things and more. It really is the perfect place to unplug and enjoy this natural feel. So you can explore all these little alcoves. You can live closer to the coast, or you can live higher up towards the hills. Or
what's wrong?
Yeah.
So, no, wait. There's an active volcano here.
Absolutely.
Sorry, you were selling me the dream of living on an island.
Well,
now I'm not sure I really want to go there.
It is a real island.
Most islands
Me!
Yeah, so we had to put this active volcano in there. Now, you don't have to...
Let us make Outworld great again.
Viva la
Oh, The Sims. I don't know how that was going to go,
what do
but
you
probably
expect's
not
going to happen
well.
when you touch something really, really hot?
It probably burns.
Beautiful locale, slightly dangerous.
What other surprises are in store on this?
Adam, are you here?
I mean, I, for one, want to know if I can
No.
befriend any kind of...
Are you going to join me for Bethesda?
Yes, of course. Who wouldn't want to see Fraud Coward embarrass himself?
Fraud Coward.
His name is now Fraud Coward.
That's the name of my stream title, by the way, Matt. Fraud Coward
Fraud
rides
Coward?
again. Yeah, Fraud Coward rides again.
Look, I understand it's a video game.
Yo,
Don't
listen,
be petty in that
hold up.
shit. But this cocksucker fucking fucked the industry.
I like his rant more than anything that's happening right now.
Listen, Bethesda as a company is literally just Peter
I'm not
Balling
gonna
you
go be
again.
like, I'm gonna fucking neck you or some shit like that.
Jesus.
But I am going to dislike him as a person for consciously ruining a game.
We don't have fish like that in the UK. I mean, we might.
I don't see what the big deal
What game
is.
was that? What game was that?
Fallout fucking 70 shit.
What do you put with the chips?
Amazing.
Fallout
Best
4
game
wasn't
ever.
great either.
It was supposed to be that bad, and then they're gonna update it, of which they never updated.
Oh yeah, fucking content.
Oh, how did the bags go over, by the way? Because the bags supposedly shipped to
Still
real
waiting.
Look,
Still
if
waiting.
you don't think it's wrong, or sorry, if you don't,
It's not just a place you vacation.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. $15 for a fucking paint scheme that took 15 minutes to make.
Well, that happens too.
Well, and so there's lots to do on the beach. You saw sun tanning.
And they basically already had the fucking asset present in the other fucking game.
Or the mischievous
So this little cunt muncher.
Well, and aqua zips. I want to say it again, but they're so good.
I am incredibly displeased
Okay.
with the whole fucking.
Yeah,
Oh my
there's a
word.
lot.
I want to find
I
that
haven't heard
picture.
anything about Rage 2, I gotta be honest.
Okay, so
I gotta see that picture of a main mission and optional objectives.
And you know,
Assassin's
what
Creed
if my
Odyssey,
Sims, you know, they
but
don't
you
want to
climb
like, I
the
can't
god's
personally
penis.
lie on a beach
Jesus
for about
Christ.
30 minutes, get really bored. What if they want to get their hands
Oh, and
dirty?
he hit me with the fucking Mars
Excited
shadow.
about the new
Jesus
thing
Christ,
that we're
man.
introducing. If your Sims want a new career to take care of this island, you can actually become a conservationist. And
I
your
had the
job is
perfect
gonna be
hand.
to keep
Yeah, Matt, I don't know why I said we should stay for this.
Yeah, I mean,
This
Now I
is
have a hand. I don't.
This is
remember
quite
any.
something.
To kind of care for their world.
Yeah.
And make it a better place.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, very.
I'm gonna wear my
relevant
actual
to
Assassin's
the
Creed
world
Hidden
of
Blade
kind
for
of
the
a lot more
Ubisoft
kind of aware.
conference.
So
I'm
was
gonna
that kind of
bust
what
that shit.
inspired
I'm
you
too
guys
fat to
to
wear it
bring
now,
that
but I'll
in?
bust it out
You know, I think there's a few things that really hit us. I mean, the first was just, it's something
This
we all
fucking
care about.
Fate
A
is
lot of us
not
on the dev
spawning.
team
I'm
worry about the
literally dead
environment,
right
what's
now.
going on, but
You have no
we talked
idea.
about the idea that this island's this closed ecosystem, and so your actions and choices are going to have a
Thanks
lot
for
more
dumping
impact.
3 cars. I
And so
needed,
something new we
Baggio.
added here, we're really
Word.
excited about is the island actually changes over time. So if you're taking care of it,
Oh, right, okay.
it'll actually become more lush. You'll see more greenery, brighter, beautiful flowers. And it's Lindsay's favorite part.
More butterflies. So she really cares about. But it also today happens
I need to
to be
fucking
World
top deck
Oceans
at
Day, which
Porter
is
right now.
amazing.
What are
That's
you
exactly
talking
what we were
about?
talking about.
We
Like, how do
totally
we
planned
take
for
care of these ecosystems?
So obviously, Solani's really, really beautiful.
Found this fucking
you know, you
meme.
can kind of
Good.
go out there, but like, sometimes you want to make a little bit of cash. I mean, you know,
does that
like
card do?
barbecue meat, I presume, is
Discard 2 of your bench
expensive.
Pokemon.
I don't know, but so how can we make
Oh.
some extra simoleons while we're
Like
there?
we said, we
One
wanted to
Nassau.
make this place you live.
Yeah.
It means you've got to have a way to earn some simoleons.
Yeah,
And
the
so,
gap year has to end sometime.
Yeah.
You have to go home and earn some money as much as we
so we added a couple like odd jobs and things that you could kind of work on the hours you wanted to.
Matt, have you ever
So
played
we've
The
added
Sims?
The ability to make fishing more of a
The Sims 4 for like 5 minutes.
If you
It's
want
like
to
the
spend more
best
time
game
in the
ever
water, you
made.
could be a
We're only
diver.
9 minutes into this. I'm clocking out on
Pick up a job
time.
when you want and
This
earn a
stream
little
is
bit
ending at 3:30.
So I suppose one of the important
Guaranteed.
things as well is, as
I'm
it's not
punching
a
out.
vacation, as you are actually kind of living on
I
this
actually
island.
haven't been watching it.
Obviously, you
See
know,
what's
you
up.
have to kind
Yeah,
of
just-
be aware and know what's
I called the
Oh, the
shit.
Nintendo
just there
E3
on
stream is
holiday,
on right now.
Go in and go out. You're living.
Yeah,
there.
they're.
So what kind
Wait,
of,
what?
you know,
They're
cycle
not.
culture
They're not
island
supposed.
we actually
They're not.
They're
It's not the
doing
conference.
This is
Oh, it's the
No,
World
they're doing
Championships.
the-
Yeah.
locals are super
Yep.
friendly
Oh, yes,
actually, and are going to
Splatoon
come and
2.
help you out with all sorts of
I mean,
different
look,
things
it's
as you
it's
explore
fucking
the island.
higher
I know,
than
we were talking about
the
this other day, like,
E3
actually,
stream.
like, all the
for-
That's
ladies are
pretty
really,
sad.
really helpful and help. Yeah, and help you.
You know, like if a fire happens to break out.
Shows
your
you how
neighbor
many
might
people
bust in
care
and help
about
you put out
fucking
the fire.
EA, especially at
Which
this
is why I
point.
thought like
So, but they also
this
have
was
their own
over
traditions,
because
their
I'm
own
looking
sort of,
and
activities that you might be able to join in. So you might stumble
I might
across
come back
a
and stream
barbecue
later
that
today,
they've started
or I
in
might
town,
just spend
or
the
a
rest of the day
little
cleaning
festival
up.
to celebrate things going on.
Tomorrow is
And,
pretty
you
much
might
the
even
bum
stumble
rush.
into
We
a
have
cocktail
fucking, what is it?
Sorry, what, a
Xbox
carb
and
party?
Bethesda?
So a kava is a special island drink that your sim can learn how to make and share with their friends on the island. It's one of the many delicacies you'll learn kind of exploring life in Sulani.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things we talked about was we wanted to have this island have a little history to it, just some sense of feeling of.
Yo,
some
who
people
are
lived here a
these
long time, and there are traditions that are
13-year-olds?
unique to this place, the world of Sulani.
So how can we kind of learn more about the
Wait.
island's history?
Oh, the
Like,
whistles are on the
how do we
stream.
do
I'm
that?
like, what are you doing?
Aside from, you know,
What
drinking
are you
kava.
guys fucking
Well, I
doing?
mean, that might be one experience you should try.
I'm watching the
On top
Nintendo
of that,
stream now.
something else the team was really excited
I
about
don't
is
blame you
there's
for
these
quitting.
elementals
We're
on the
almost done
island that are
here,
kind of
dude.
these
The
spirits,
fuck
these
is this?
ancients
How is
who
this a Sims
care a
game?
lot about Sulani, and you know they want to see their world taken care of. And
Does-
when you do good things,
Why
they're
is that sim having
really
a seizure?
happy and pleased, and if you're
Does it matter? It's the Sims, my dude.
yeah. You know,
It's
so
like
just
sting in the tail.
yeah. Well, and we added some new traits with this pack that we wanted to really. Let
Sims 5 multicultural nightmare, hell on earth, hello?
That wasn't very
Twitch
cash
chat.
money,
Why would
Twitch.
and unlock some.
There
Well, that
are
was
no
not
moderators
bad.
in this chat. There are 0 moderators. They turn this stream on and they just let it fucking run, dude. They don't give a fuck.
To like bring that into the game.
Well, every time we make a
It is
world,
a
we wanna
free-for-all
learn,
right now.
A lot about the influences that could go into that place because it's not a particular real place, but it's inspired by real places. So
This isn't problematic
before
at
applying there and
all.
researching it ourselves, we reached out.
No, not at all, dude.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, EA is a big
Why would it
company,
be?
so we were able to reach out
Where's
to a lot
Norman's
of our
fetus?
friends and coworkers across the company and say, hey, we're looking at exploring a place inspired by this culture.
Yeah.
And
No.
could you share with us some patterns or iconography or symbols or even items that mean something to this culture so we can try and
I know what I
create it in a
need to
way
get
that
for the
feels rich
Ubisoft
and
thing.
feels authentic.
Obama-loving
What's
libtards.
iconic to you, or what do you remember when you think back
Yo.
to living in that place?
It's a
Right.
Google
All of
return,
those
by the
specific,
way.
like, decor
Found
and
it.
Aisha tell her to
exactly
come
from those
back.
recommendations.
Oh,
It's
yes,
cool.
please.
Nice touches that I hope make
I
it
want
feel
her to
familiar
come
while
back,
still
dude.
feeling
Those
like a
stupid
new sim.
Obama-loving
So,
libtards.
not to make light of all that because I think that's fantastic, but I really feel like
Far Cry
I've been
5 was
quite
truly a
patient
fucking,
up until this point, and
a
you haven't
real
really
fucking good
mentioned
game.
it.
I enjoyed playing it.
Mermaids! What on earth's going on? Come on!
I never
let's
got
talk to chase. Mermaids. Mermaids tell us everything.
There
Yes.
are mermaids.
Yes, so mermaids are in the pack. And I know lots of players are going to be wondering, it is a very fully featured call. You can make them into casts, you can create and style your mermaid, lots of different tails. It's a lot of fun, but also, you know, mermaids they can do a little bit more. Obviously, they're very in touch with the ocean life. So, you know, I'd recommend your mermaid meet a dolphin.
Do you fuck a dolphin?
Work out for you. But lastly, the mermaids have some pretty cool powers that you might want to
Yes.
Yeah, we could say mermaid powers.
Sims, inclusive of all genders and sexualities.
There's some
Please,
bit of mystery
you're killing
to
me.
the
And
mermaids,
racist.
but they are definitely worth exploring. So I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them. So of course,
Did
I
you
would
know
just love
dolphins
keep
like to
talking
rape things
about
in the wild?
mermaids, but,
What the
no
fuck?
conversation about the Sims would be complete without
I
a chat.
I actually don't know if that's a myth. That's something I've heard, that dolphins are
No, they do. Like, dolphins rape humans.
There you go.
Actually.
Well, that's very. This stream is very
documented
PG.
footage.
Lounge chairs.
There's documented. You know what? I'm not even gonna think about
I mean,
that
it's the same
anymore.
thing. It's the same thing as like
no awkward sitting on the stage.
as a dog humping your leg, except a far larger animal that has more your size.
I'm trying not to envision it. I'm doing my best. It's not working.
Authentic and let it feel like this was home.
Yeah, and you can go for this more sort of local style cabana on the beach, or you can go for something.
See, I wasn't
more
100%
high-end and
sure,
modern.
but
You really
that's why they
wanted
want
to
you to
feel
encounter a
like
dolphin.
you could create the getaway of your dreams.
I need food.
Yeah,
And I need less EA in my life until wake me when fucking Fallen
for
Order
sure.
comes
You might have
out.
noticed too. She was able to jump right off of that deck out into the
Literally
water.
deep in.
September and
Good. I'm feeling the diving into the water vibe.
Maybe if
now.
this fate would fucking spawn. I think this fate is bugged out. This shit is not spawned in like 2 hours.
Now that I've got a feeling out that some of you, you know, that you've got some more exciting additional information as well for us.
You know what? Let me not wait right on top of it. I think
You
this
have
game
some
is
more
being
news.
petty
In
as
fact, We're
fuck.
gonna kick to somebody else for this announcement.
Okay.
So here's Joey Graceffa.
Ooh.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Joey Graceffa, and if you didn't know, I absolutely love The Sims, and I'm so excited to announce this upcoming partnership with one of my favorite games. So this summer, The Sims is actually partnering with the
Twitch chat literally going wild right now.
As part of this partnership with It Gets Better, Sims is going to be releasing Pride items in all The Sims products in the next few months. There's going to be a variety of It Gets Better and Pride clothing and Sims
Why is his
Free Play,
lip
the Sims
so
mobile app, and Sims 4. There's
glossy?
even a gender-neutral
gloss?
bathroom in Sims 4.
Because he's fabulous.
Along with a bunch of other
Sure,
items to
but
show
like,
off your pride.
Do you see the fucking Twitch chat right now?
Yeah, that's why I said because he's fabulous.
You see the fucking
Alright,
chat?
that's cool.
Oh,
Look,
shit, I didn't
look,
realize
that's
it was
cool. But
Pride.
it was so weird. Like usually with like James Charles, it's like a whole setup, you know? It was literally just the lips that were just like a weird amount of shine to
How are you
them.
guys going about kind of supporting that great cause?
Well, the
I have nothing to add to this, dude. I'm just here. I'm clocked in. That's literally my extent of
This
involvement.
is a wonderful opportunity to
clocked.
bring new content.
I'm
into the
clocking
game to
out
celebrate that.
on the dot, dude. 15 minutes.
People don't realize how important it is sometimes, you know, when you're kind of growing up and you're figuring out who you are, you're discovering what kind of person you are and discovering, you know, about your sexuality, and being able to kind of sort of role play within games is a really, really safe
It gets
place
better.
to do that. So, you know, you guys have been doing it pretty much
Does
from
it
the
though?
start, way before everyone else.
Not
so
this
It's
conference.
really great. I mean, isn't that great? to
Not
see?
with the yeah. That's the
Started off
better
with
answer.
so strong, and they knew they wanted to start off so
Something
strong.
we're very proud of, and having
Because
been
everything
with
else
the
is
game a
shit.
long time, it's something that keeps making me excited about being able to do more.
Yeah, I love when we get to do stuff like that.
I think they
You know,
still have
just- it
porn
makes
booths
what
at
we do feel
E3.
so much more powerful.
Like Todd Howard always says.
I always be.
Bethesda was right there next to the porn booths.
Well, I don't know
Stuff,
who.
you know, and also when we get to hear from our community about the experiences they've had or how the game helped
I
them
don't
get
know
through a
who
tough time,
Todd
or
Howard is, Bob.
realize
You only know Mod Coward.
Hey, yeah, I know him.
You know Broad Coward.
Gaming is
His
and how
brother.
Mod Coward,
really
Mod
kind of
Coward,
affects
however you
and
want to put it.
changes a person. So, it's amazing. So when can we get
Frog
on
salad.
Yeah, so Joey
Frog
mentioned
salad.
briefly, but starting June 18th,
Look, any
the
insults are
Pride
fucking
content will
golden
come to The
against
Sims
that.
4, and then it will start rolling
I'm
out
gonna
to The Sims
my
Mobile.
layout for Bethesda is gonna be god
So keep
tier.
an eye out
Trust
for
me,
that.
I bet it. I bet on that.
I hope so.
But I mean, I think you've actually.
I'm gonna get the picture of him screaming in the door he's trying to open it.
We actually have two more things we wanted to talk about.
Two more things.
I'm gonna let Lindsay talk about this.
All right, so first of all, earlier this year, we announced our partnership with Moschino by releasing a real-world capsule collection of looks inspired by the
I don't know
Sims.
what
I
I'm
see
doing
some
with
of
my
them. I'm
rotation
very
right now. I'm
excited.
fucked up, dude.
And we had a hoodie
I don't
that
know
was
what,
actually put into all of our Sims games.
what
so later
Bethesda's
this
doing
summer,
with their
we're gonna be
rotation
bringing
either.
that fashion and more to the Sims.
For a
Seems like
company-
the plan is failure.
For a company with a bunch of fucking lawyers in it, they really didn't do do the smart thing by literally promising people one product and not delivering it.
And like really show off the
Well-
assets that we've got.
A company literally run by lawyers.
Stuff pack is for the first time we're
That was a
actually gonna
very
add
smart thing to
career
do.
as part of a stuff pack.
Okay.
And so we've decided the perfect career for this pack
Okay.
is part-time job as a freelance fashion photographer, so you can capture all those amazing looks.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
Sims can now
Please
rock.
spawn the fate I need. Fuck's sake,
It's gonna be
dude.
fun. That's
I'm gonna
really
sit
good.
over here.
I'm excited. Wow, well, we've covered so much so far. A new expansion, a new partnership, a new stuff pack. but we're
More
not done
DLC,
yet,
more
no.
DLC, more DLC.
More ways to pay for a game that you already own. More ways, more
Surprise
ways.
for all of you guys.
Well,
so take it away.
yes, I know you're all
That's what you
hoping,
guys
so we
want,
thought
right?
maybe we could tell you which game pack we had in mind.
Ooh, I don't know. I think maybe we could conjure up something.
All right, Mike, I'll let you spell it out for them.
The next game pack for The Sims 4.
Uh-oh, what is D-Live saying to me? What did I do? I swear it was Adam. Ban Adam if you have to ban someone.
What did I do?
That's amazing.
Apparently, D-Live doesn't like me streaming fucking,
You just told us just now, and like you had just told us that we're gonna
E3.
get on this.
What is
Big
Big
ups.
We'll tell you more about
It's
fucking
another stream
the other stream
But
platform.
it is coming this fall.
It is coming this fall.
Do people actually use the live though?
I can't
Nah.
wait. These guys
I
clearly
hope.
can't wait.
Are you streaming on 3 platforms at once?
I'm doing 4, technically.
Yeah. We're
It's a
very
popular
excited.
YouTube, Twitch,
So big thank
D-Live,
you to Lindsay and
D-Live.
Michael, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
joining us
that
for
was
next
before.
Sims 4. So let's just
Apparently I won't be doing D-Live next time. Sure, that won't happen.
The Island
Whatever,
Living Reveal
whatever.
trailer is live now. The expansion is playable here at EA Play, and you can play it at home soon.
Are we done?
The
Can we
It
clock
Gets Better
out?
content starts rolling out, and in
We
a
won't
few
stream on
weeks-
YouTube,
sorry,
I
in a
don't
few
really
weeks,
care.
You know, stuff pack comes out later this summer, so don't forget to check out all the
It's your
Sims
loss,
social
D-Live.
channels for even more info and launch.
Hell, everybody fucking reacts to
For The
E3.
Sims, it's been an
Whatever.
exciting
I'm
year
not
with
gonna be
so
petty about
much
it.
news. I
It
can't
is what it
wait
is.
to join the fan fest and get my hands on the Island Living expansion pack. So from all of us here, goodbye. We'll see you later.
Thank the fucking Lord. We can clock out. Holy shit.
You on Amazon? Yep.
We can
Alrighty.
fucking clock out, dude. Are you serious? Is that it? We're done, EA? We're done?
Thank you all
Outro.
for watching
I
EA
think we're
Play
done.
2019.
I think this is
We hope you
outro.
enjoyed all these exciting
Nigga, what? Did this nigga just said Skate 4 was sorry, bro? Time?
He read the chat, dude.
Nah, what? Don't joke like that, because that means Microsoft has a fucking gun under their boot. That means Microsoft has a fucking shotgun under their fucking... Yo! I know he didn't just fucking say that. I know he didn't just fucking say that. I'm clipping it. I'm clipping it. No, there's no way. There's no fucking way, bruh.
Well,
There's no fucking way, bruh.
do you guys don't understand something? I'm done. I'm fucking clocking the
Wait,
fuck
no, no,
out.
no, no. We're missing something here.
I don't care. Whatever.
Someone
This-
had a body pillow at an E3 conference.
That's not the most surprising thing to me, honestly, Adam. To be honest with you, I'm clocking the fuck out. I'm hungry as shit, and whatever. Anyway, yeah. You guys want to give an outro real quick, and then we're done. I'm not even playing sound clips, Mr. Paladin.
Body pillows?
Okay.
The fuck?
Mr. Afro Gundam. He's gone.
Microsoft has... Microsoft. They're the next. They're the next. They're gonna have the best conference on this entire fucking planet. We're talking Cyberpunk 2099. Or 2077, sorry. We're talking Cyberpunk. We're talking Skate 4 now. What else is there? We're gonna be talking Halo Infinite. We're gonna be talking Halo Master Chief Collection. Bruh.
Yeah, I mean, they can take all the multi-plots.
Microsoft is the holy grail right now for this E3. I'm hyped. I'm definitely hyped.
Well, that's about it. You don't need to hear anything from me because I'm fucking done, dude. That last half an hour, especially waiting for this oh my god, did the fucking... No, that's the wrong fate. Alright, I'm done. I quit. Goodbye. We're done here.